Are we live? And can you hear me? Will you teach me to football? This is weird, guys. Hype. Alright, I can't really show you the setup, but the reason this took so long is because my computer is normally way over there. So I had to move it all over here, and then the cable, and then like the microphone is here, and this is the fridge right here. This is how wide the kitchen is. It's just a hallway. Stream of the century? Quite possibly. Also, got my laptop way over there so I can see shit, but then I can't talk to the mic so good. Dance, fox monkey, dance. This is how we do it. But can you guys like generally hear me okay? Sound is something I tried to test, but it's really hard. At some point you might hear a bit of a background hum from the fridge here because it's a clunker. It's a gallery kitchen like mine. Yeah, I guess if that's I don't really know the terms of kitchens, but I mean it's actually like not bad for an apartment kitchen, I suppose. It doesn't take up too much of a footprint, but you know, audio is really good actually. Okay. Well, when I stand like over here, let's do a test. Okay, I'm gonna try to make sure I'm louder. I can always increase the gain, but then you're gonna hear like more background noise. How does this sound? Can you like still kind of hear me? I know it's probably gonna be pretty echoey, but I can always cook and lean a little bit more like this, you know? Now late. I ain't late. We live, baby. Actually, technically, I was like 5 minutes late. 4 minutes late. Oh, galley, not gallery. No, it's also a gallery. I've got fine art, as you can see. Food is the art. Food is the art. Sounds good? Poutine hype? Okay. So, first of all, I need a drink. And this is your first decision. Do I go alcoholic cider pommies? My favorite alcoholic cider, dry cider, it's not sweetened. Or do we just go normal non-alcoholic, my favorite non-alcoholic cider, Black River, sweet apple cider? I could always mix it up. Not mix them literally, but like, you know, do one then do the other. Everclear? You want my throat to like close in on itself? Yes, cider. Black River? Alcoholic? Oh man, this is gonna be a tricky one. Space whales you can't watch? What? Also, did I see a wild mouth bay? Non-alcoholic one? Maybe it's for the best. Safety first, right? Alcoholic, this is Twitch. Yeah, but I don't want to puke. I wouldn't puke. I've only got like 3 of these in the fridge, which is not enough to make me be silly and say something I would regret on Twitch. Yeah, this stuff is like really good because it's not like super sweet. And $5, and you might be like, that's I mean, for 1 liter, I feel like that's not too bad a deal. It is really good. Wild mouth bay is the one who said you late. Oh, I can't see the like. I can't read the names from here because the color blends in a bit much. I can read the like, you know, the text. Let me. This ain't gonna work. Yeah, I couldn't think of a third item for the docket, so I said the making is gonna take twice as long as the eating. Who's it up? You know what? I'm gonna mix it, but I'm gonna start with the alcoholic one. Loosen me up a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but like, but it's just like I'm kind of uneasy because this is just such a weird setup and something I've never done before. So here's to you, Twitch. I haven't had cider in a while too, so that's good. Suddenly I'm hungry AF. Way Mouth has his cooking utensils all organized. Yeah, I didn't want to be like too unprofessional. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start by making the gravy, and I'm actually kind of excited about that because this is a gravy I've never, or like a gravy recipe I've never tried before. So that'll be kind of fun. It might turn out to be crappy, but it might be good. So we're gonna do that first, kind of get it cooking and simmering, and then at that point we'll shift over to doing like the oil and whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna actually put these in the fridge again because you're supposed to have them cold when you put them on the fries and then put the gravy on them. But I just wanted to have them out to show you at the beginning. This is like Cheese Boutique is a they have Cheese Boutique in California apparently, and then they have one location in Toronto. It's a bit of a drive, but worth it. It's not just cheese there. It's like they've got everything, and it's like really good quality stuff. The staff is amazing. It's like the IKEA of like a grocery store almost. Like the way it's designed too, you have to like kind of walk through the different rooms and stuff. And it's not a big building. It's just like jam-packed, floor to ceiling. It's really cool. And they get these brought in weekly from Quebec. It's either Thursdays or Fridays, so we might still be in the squeak territory of the cheese curds. Usually after like a day or two, they lose their squeak, but you know, this is the good stuff. It's from Quebec. I'm not gonna be making my own because making cheese curds takes a while from home. Maybe someday I'll do a cheese curd making stream. Mouth is in the kitchen with onions. So I'm gonna put these back in here just so they stay cool. As well, butter that I'm using for the gravy is an unsalted butter. Just FYI, unsalted, not salted. We got it right here. It's nice and warm. For the potatoes, you want to use a russet. Also, I'm realizing people are subbing and I can't really see. I think Maya just messaged me to tell me. You need help with chat or anything? I might. Oh my god, this is crazy. How many people are freaking in here? Wow, that's a good amount. Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna get Twitch alerts up so I can see when people are subscribing. Okay. Let's see here. What's going on? Okay, we've got Rig Banana, 20 freaking months. The message is heart, mouth, cuddle. Thank you, my man. Dudok, mouth love, mouth love, mouth love. 2-month resub. Frisky Potato, 17 months? Really? Wow, mouth Poutine. Thank you so much, and I apologize in advance if I'm not like super engaging with the chat, just because the setup is not good for that. Who said that? So there, I'll keep that up over here. Also, I don't buy potatoes one at a time. I just got this out. I have several potatoes, hand-picked though. And I already have fries blanching in the fridge because I prepared a little bit ahead of time. For the gravy, I'm going to be doing this like Ricardo's. So it's 1 can of chicken stock, 2 beef cans of beef. Sorry, not stock, but broth. Little pepper. It's like 2 or 3 cloves, garlic, the butter, some cornstarch, as well. Wrap the no name, and you whisk it. Where's the nutmeg? I do have nutmeg. Somewhere. Here's your nutmeg. This is for Austin and Rob. Handpicked boys. Give me your energy. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? There, I can actually see chat a little bit better. Discord sound? Oh, that was in my phone. Did that actually get picked up? That's enough of nutmeg for 3 lifetimes. That'll do like a... I don't know if Italian families use a lot of nutmeg, but you think Italian families, big cooking and all that stuff. I think that would do an Italian family for 3 lifetimes. So... you know, Mouster Chef. Hello, everybody, Mouster Chef. All right, I'm gonna move some of this stuff over there though, because it's kind of getting in my way. Also, we're gonna need this for the fries to, you know, strain them. I don't have like a Dutch oven or whatever, so I'm just using this stainless steel. I don't have a wok or anything. Measuring stuff. Can opener for the cans. Knife. IKEA brand. For the potato. Oh, and lastly, we're using peanut oil, but you can use like vegetable oil, canola oil for your fries if you want. But peanut oil makes the best fries, objectively, scientifically. And we're going to be doing a double fry, because that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Wait, bread Leo... Wait, hold on. 7 months, bread Leo, Fox. Let there be curds. And then there were curds. Thank you, I love you. I apologize. I will get all the subs. If I don't get them right away, I will get to them. This is why I asked him if he needed help. But there's no, like, way for me to... Unless I got, like, my headphones on. And that would make shit, like, really not good in the kitchen for me, so... Actually, hold on. For the gravy. I try to listen to Maya, it's just hard, there's so much stuff going on. Okay, so, I'm gonna drop the link to the gravy recipe so you guys can help out, or just like if you're making along. Also, tip here like 3 months in a row. Thank you. Okay. This is the gravy recipe. Right there, Ricardo. I don't know who he is. Wait. What is this? Hot chicken? No, it's, you can use it, they recommend using it for like chicken, or you can use it for poutine. You can put mine on speakerphone. I Okay, actually, that's maybe not a bad idea. Let me get Discord on my laptop, though. So you guys might not be able to hear her very well, but I will be able to hear her. Ah, shoot. I'll just... Yeah. Hold on. Actually, we could Skype it. Let's Skype it instead. Skype will be a bit easier than Discord for me right now. Don't have to worry about like a private room or something. What? My. It's connecting. Hold on. Okay, I canceled the call. I'm sorry. This is so confusing for me. Poutine is French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. That's the simple. But it's like, you gotta do the ingredients good justice. Proper justice. Okay. Are you okay? You get your headphones. Can I call you now, Maya? Can I call you? Okay, she's calling me. Here, wait. Can you turn off your video? Only be... Just because it's... Just... There you go.
Yeah. I just called. Gee. It's nice of you.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much. This is a time of turmoil for me. And...
I've noticed.
Well, it's not the best setup.
Help you out.
But, you know. Okay. Let me pause that.
Hold for Maya. Hashtag hold for Maya.
Okay. I don't think they're going to be able to hear you very well.
Yeah, it's fine. Is that olive oil he's drinking?
It could be olive oil, but then I could be dead.
That's true.
This is just cider. Hmm?
Right.
No, I'm just...
No, just say...
Go ahead.
No, I keep saying I'm the Amazon Echo or your Siri.
Amazon Echo or Siri or Cortana.
Or Cortana, yeah.
Microsoft Cortana. Actually, before I start the gravy, I'm gonna do the potato. Get that out of the way so people can see.
Just the one potato.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how many people you're making for. One potato will go a surprisingly long way because they're russet. They're a larger potato. And
I don't like russet as much.
What? Russet is what all the French fries you've had in Canada are made of.
Yeah, I haven't said that I don't like the fries, but like the russet potato as itself, I don't like the russet potato.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's fine. Also remember, cheese curds, we're going to be using a lot of that, and the gravy is heavy, so it's like, don't think you need like 3 potatoes per person, because you don't. So, first things first.
I eat your brains.
First things first, I eat your brains. We're going to scrub it, wash it a little bit, and then we're going to cut it. So, you know, be ready for water noises, Maya.
Yes, it's fine. I'm used to that. You've done the dishes with
With-
us.
With like vegetables and stuff, you know, I'm not like a master chef, but with vegetables, typically you want to use cold water to, you know, deal with them, especially when you're blanching.
I don't have to pee right now.
Oh, this is just a light drizzle. There we go. Okay. You just want to get a loose dirt off, you know. Kids in the grocery store sneezing on stuff, picking their butts and touching it. You never know. Okay. I mean, yeah, if your hands are probably fine enough. Yeah.
I burn the skin off with battery acid usually. Yeah. Oh, Nick is here. Oh yeah, one of the many reasons I love Foxy.
Hey, Nick.
Oh hell yeah, Nick is here.
Hi, Nick. Also, I gotta double check. Any more subs no? Okay, good. Just making sure. Okay.
Well, I mean, did you read out that
Tapirlek? I did, yes.
Yeah. Well, then you're reading it good. You're good.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, that's one thing you can help me with, because then I don't need
Yeah,
to...
you read it. Yeah.
Okay. So, nice little knife. Remember, when you're cutting, you know, go watch a video on YouTube on how to properly cut, but you want to have your knuckles, you know, use them as a guide. Don't cut your freaking fingers, okay?
Where do I go to kickstart Mouth Poutine Kickstarter?
I don't know. Well, I'm making the website. If anything, we should kickstart that so I can, like, hire a bunch of developers, because, you know.
Also, tweet at the stream one last time.
Oh yeah.
You're live.
Oh, I had it prepared and I forgot to do it. There we go. There we go. We're good. I tweeted it. So first thing, we're gonna cut like just a bit off, so we have like a stable base to cut the rest. And for these fries, like typically you want to do about 1/4 of an inch, because that gives you a good ratio. They're not too, huh? What?
It's my knife.
It's my knife.
It's my knife.
We're gonna do yeah, 1/4 of an inch because it like helps. You know, they're not too thick that they take forever to cook through. You basically want them fluffy on the inside and crispy on the outside. So about 1/4 of an inch will help achieve that. So we're just gonna cut.
Pinch the blade of the knife when you're using it. Harder to lose control of the blade.
What? Pinch it? Oh, then yeah. Oh yeah, like.
Pinch the blade of the knife when you're using it.
Yeah.
Harder to lose control of the blade. It's Indomitable Fox who said it.
This is true. This is true. Also, we're gonna get a bowl of cold water ready.
Hey, do you want to tell or should I tell?
Tell what?
About Christmas.
You can, if you want. I haven't bought the ticket yet, though, so.
It's true. But, I say it in chat is gonna happen. It's gonna be a Danish-Norwegian Christmas this year, boys.
Can they hear you? Can people confirm if they can hear Maya from my laptop?
Yeah, can people, like, tell if they hear me or not? Because, oh shit, somebody just sent me their Halloween costume.
I don't think they can.
No, 2 years of culinary school while I was in high school coming in handy. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
That's indomitable.
first cut.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna place this down, so you know it's not rocking around as much. Safety first, and then we're just gonna do again 1/4 inch.
Yeah. I just want to say hello. I love saying it. Said hi, Mel. Thanks for sharing our Canadian delicacy in the world. Or, yeah.
To the world?
Yeah, delicacy. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a delicacy. You know, it's very decadent, rich. You know, it's a big part of Canadian culture at this point. You know, when they do like, you know, what's the most Canadian food? You're pretty much always gonna find poutine in the top 3. Most would probably say it's number 1.
Everybody can hear me, but you're missing out some of what I'm saying. I can also say that, so Nick said it's weird that I've still never met Maya in person after all this time. It's very true.
We're gonna fix that, Nick. We'll have like one big family reunion. Twitch family, YouTube family.
Have you taken your rings off?
I don't need to take my ring off.
Yes, you do. Gosh dang, there you go, right there. Did you hit yourself?
No, I was just throwing it at the camera, being overly dramatic. Why didn't the potato cross the road? Wait.
Why didn't he cross the road?
'Cause you killed it, but you didn't cook it. Okay, we can get one more.
Oh, you! I didn't eat sandwich.
Wait, you were supposed to let me answer that. Okay.
I really like it. Anyway, so what I was gonna tell is that I went grocery shopping with my mom today, like we usually do on Saturdays to help her out grocery shop for grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom nonstop would not talk about anything else than what kind of cookies do we need to bake for when Mike comes over? Because we need the traditional Christmas cookies, but like that's like at least 3 of them. And then she's like, "What does he want to eat? Like, we're having the traditional Christmas dinner, but like, what does he want to eat?" And I'm just like, "Doing it."
The only thing I don't like, and I tried to, but I just don't. I don't like the lamb.
Oh yeah,
I like the pork, and the duck is amazing.
Yeah, I told her that too. I said like the duck is good. Didn't like the lamb as much. So just
I mean, you
So,
could obviously make it, but I don't
my
want to.
mom already bought you like some Christmas gifts for Farley, and she's like, "What does he want for Christmas?" I'm just like, "He doesn't. I don't know." And she was like all excited, and my dad had started grocery shopping or like go shopping for Christmas beers. He's like, "Okay, Mike, just want to. Are you gonna eat this? We're gonna eat this. So I'm gonna make him try this beer because this is a good beer and all that stuff." And I won't make Essex. I won't make Lutefisk because we have a traditional Danish Christmas, so we don't eat that fish.
I mean, you can make it if you want. I'm not.
I don't eat. No, I don't eat it. No.
All right, potatoes are almost done.
It was so funny because I overheard my parents talk about it yesterday. Because like I was downstairs and I can hear like if my parents don't have the TV on, I can hear them talk upstairs. And my mom was like, "So guess what? Mike is coming over for Christmas." And my dad, who's a very like he's emotional, like he will tell you when he's happy and stuff. But you don't hear it that well in his voice, like he's still a little bit, like okay that's great, but he actually means like oh that's super cool or something. And I can hear his voice go high pitched. I'm like, really? I'm just like, yep, there we go. Oh, Rob is in here.
Huh?
Rob is in here.
Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob.
What's Rob?
Okay.
Spam raccoon emotes. Spam your raccoon.
So
Spam your
get your
rack attack. Raise your rack attack. It's my friend.
It's my fry. So russet potatoes. We scrub them a little bit to get any child snot off of them, and cold water rinse. Also, another thing you're going to need for this that I didn't show you is ice for the blanching. Again, I've already got fries blanched in the fridge. I'm just showing you this to show you the whole process because I care about you. So just get them in there. And the reason you blanch them, blanch is a French word. The French love all their French words for cooking, like croissant, blanch.
Croissant. Soup de jour.
So I don't know if you can. I'm not gonna tilt this because I'm not an idiot. But it's kind of like a murky water, and that's basically the starches are coming out of the potato. Most vegetables and stuff have them. So if you do like a stir fry with broccoli.
Oh shit, Jenna's here too. Bubblegum biking, she's here too. That's nice. Hello.
Hello.
Also, somebody in chat said something that's very true. Tipiralek said, "You want the potato wedges to be the same size as the fries, I'll give it the same rate," which is very true.
You want what?
Tilt it.
Anyways, so you want to rinse them, and then you want to set them in the fridge in cold water to let like a long-term starch drain happen as well. So we're just gonna drain the water, rinse them, toss them under more cold water.
I will check. By the way, Mike, you need to roll up the sleeves when you're working.
Oh yeah. No, I will.
You're wearing my hoodie.
Well, I put it on at the last second. I was like, Maya will be mad if I don't wear the hoodie. So.
No, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just really happy you like it.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. Welcome to cooking with mouth. Doesn't blanch mean white? No, blanc. Yeah, Jelly says it. Blanc is white. Blanche is
Yeah, blanch. Blanch is also like.
We had stew today.
Stew is good.
Yeah, we got some of that
I did prepare a blanch beforehand. It's in the fridge.
Yeah, blanch my bagel.
So basically, you can run them underwater, toss them for a little bit until it kind of looks a little more clear, and then you're gonna put them in the fridge. I'll show you that in a second, though.
Drink the water, potato water, be a man.
Tastes like. It's not bad, actually.
Cheyenne is here.
Yo, what's up, Poop Flowers? Cheyenne.
Sexy bitch right where he belongs, in the kitchen. Make me a sandwich.
Okay, so now that the water is clear,
Yeah.
we want to bring the water level about an inch above the top of the French fries, and then we're gonna cover that with ice, and then we're gonna put it
Oh
in.
wait, you actually drank the water?
Yeah, it's got a nice rusty flavor to it.
Orange. You could get constipated if you go. Oh god, the booty shake. There you go.
Now the
Oh,
water's.
Marksman is here. Jesus Christ, there's like we're nearing 300 in
Really?
chat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
My computer's slow. It's still says 150. I don't want to refresh it, but have I missed any like subs or anything or anything?
You missed a $10 donation from Scrawny 119.
Wait, let me refresh this then. Oh, Scotty, yeah. So
Don't blend the fries before cooking. Shit, did you blend the fries?
if chat doesn't behave, I will. I'll tell you what. So Scotty's donated $10. Thank you very much. Dropped the mouth gold and said, Nelk Stream had the tendy bendy. I think we need the poutine routine dance for this one. Wasn't the poutine routine like this?
Yeah, it was. Oh, wow.
You gotta
Yes, and Rob told me he enjoyed that butt wiggle a bit too much.
Wait, who enjoyed it?
Rob. Jesse came from Vikings and Rob told me he enjoyed that butt wiggle a bit too much.
Well, I did it for Rob. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't want to make up a bunch of ice because I didn't really have time, so I just bought a bag of ice. I'm gonna break it up a little bit, so I apologize for loud crashing noises.
Mouth is a national treasure. Unfortunately, the Canadian dollars, so it's a little overpriced.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they sell your moose butt magnet.
My what?
Your moose butt
My moose butt
Yeah.
magnet?
Yeah.
Oh.
A pack of moose.
I'll show them all my magnets in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Just basically want to cover the top with the ice.
Yeah, fuck that ice up, bro. Fuck that ice up. Real good.
Oh, that's a good chunk.
Also, Adam is in here and he said you have a Norwegian telling you how to make poutine for shame.
What? No.
Yeah.
You're
I know, but that's what Adam said.
Adam, you're misinformed.
You can't make poutine without breaking some ice.
You know, if it's summertime, I'm just gonna point out this ice. You can make some nice margaritas or something while you're doing this too. But
Margaritas, oh, I love
okay, so
Is the bad juice just laying around your yard? Ice just laying around your yard. That's good, yeah. I like that.
so these are the blanched fries. Apparently my fridge is a bit cold. It turned the I got a sheet of ice on top. Oh wait, the computer's dying.
No.
No, it's fine. There you go.
Also for like clarification, my passport still says Danish. I am still Danish to this day, so do not say that through.
Okay. So that's good and cold. So basically we put this one in the fridge. You can do this like
I
overnight.
like that ice sculpture. It's a good ice sculpture.
Yeah, you can do this at least, you want it at least like a half hour, an hour. A few hours is preferable. Like this was about 3 hours. But yeah, you can do it overnight if you really want to be prepared.
Oh, man, I'm got this candy. I'm gonna find a recipe for them and make it myself. But I bought this candy at the store. They're really good. They're like nice chocolates. That's like basically it's like cocoa powder,
gonna
Yeah, chap, my Swedish. Don't get it wrong. Exactly.
we're gonna do one last rinse as well, just to make sure we get most of it.
Yeah, I planted some new bagged ice seeds after you took that one.
What? I don't get it. New. I'm so confused. What does that mean?
Because Nick said earlier, did you get that bag of ice from your yard? And then
Oh.
now he says, I hope you planted some new bagged ice seeds after you took that one.
Alright.
Oh, Peter, don't. Peter ate masa sticks today, and they were fucking delicious.
Matzo sticks are good. Okay.
Masa sticks are the bomb.
Spread these suckers out.
I pictured you in the butt wiggle while you said that.
And we're gonna let them kind of dry a bit. You don't want
Bagged
them.
ice grows natively in Canada. That's very true.
Okay. So now, I get to do the, whatchamacallit. Like, we're gonna do the gravy. We're gonna do the gravy. So let me get the gravy recipe up.
Oh, gravy is so good, man.
Well, this one, so, people often, like, gravy is where you have the most, how do I say, you can get the most creative with poutine. Like, that's the one variable that can change a lot. Typically with the cheese curds are cheese curds are cheese curds. There's not really, like, more than one way to do them, other than, like, you want as fresh as possible cheese curds. And the fries as well, I guess you could vary them a bit. You can do different types of fries. I've seen like waffle fries, or like crinkle cut fries and different stuff like that. That's so funny.
I appreciate that Fox uses non-GMO ice locally sourced.
Wait, I don't. Maybe it is a product of Canada. Okay. So yeah, and the same thing with the fries, like typically it's ideal to use peanut oil and double fry them. You could just do one fry, you could bake fries in the oven, stuff like that, but again, it's not going to be quite as good. Ideally, you do the peanut oil. Huh?
Yeah, you need the blanch.
Yeah. Blanch and then double fry. In terms of the gravy, that's where, yeah, like you can do different flavors, different spices, like Smoked Poutineery does. Like theirs is like a rosemary based kind of gravy. You get different spices as well. You can do vegetarian or vegan gravies if you're you don't eat meat or whatnot. Or you can do like a beef based one. You can do pork based. You can do chicken based. You can really do any kind of meat based you want. Turkey based. But this one that I'm doing is like it's a chicken / beef.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how that.
Oh, Sushi isn't here.
What's up, Sushi?
Sushi, you're late.
Sushi knows a good poutine. I'm glad Sushi's here.
Yeah. Also, Mir said my ice is all GMO. I support genetically modified water. I'm sorry, but this train is just too good. People are also asking where your toaster is.
It's not in the kitchen because it's broken. It's over. And as you can see, so this is the extent of my counter space. Right here's another counter like that wide, which houses the microwave. And then the fridge, and then there's a couple cupboards there. There's a wall here. Actually, here, we'll show you this. I'm getting ready to paint the kitchen too, but for now we just got art.
Oh, Ellicroft actually has a really good question. Is there like an old diner style of poutine and a hipster artisan variant of poutine?
Yeah, I mean, generally, so poutine started in rural Quebec, and it was like, it actually started as just the fries, and then this random dude, well, not random, he's a regular at this one place in Quebec. He said they would sell the bags of the cheese curds at the place as well, because they were near a bunch of the cheese factories, whatever. And he asked that they put the cheese curds in his bag of fries. The fries would come in like a brown bag, and so he had them put in there, and but the cheese curds were cold, so they eventually started putting it on a plate because it was less messy, and the plate made it even colder. So then they were like, "Hey, let's put some gravy on this to keep it warm." And then that was like, boom! That's gravy. And the guy's like, apparently poutine means like a damn mess or something to that extent. Um, but again, the origins of what exactly poutine means is still kind of uncertain, and as well,
It
like,
does look like a mess, but it's good.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
As well, there's like a couple different places that say that they invented poutine. It's not really certain who did it, but what is certain is like it's rural Quebec back in the late 50s, early 60s.
Are
Um,
we gonna get quizzed on this later?
huh?
So poutine is cheese curd, fries, and gravy, exactly.
Yes.
You know, my mom is actually, she's either watching right now or she's going to watch the VOD tomorrow because I told her, she was asking me what you're going to stream today, and I was just like, I think she's going to stream, like, I think he's going to stream his poutine making thing. And she was just like, really? Oh my god, I gotta watch it. And I was like, it's pretty late for you, like, you usually go to bed by this time. She's like, oh, can you send me the link to the VOD tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it.
I had a feeling that she might watch or at some point watch, so we'll
Yeah.
we'll try to keep it PG because I feel weird, you know.
No, she cusses like a sailor at times. I love how passionate Fox is about poutine. Having had it, I can really appreciate furthering such a beautiful meal. Yeah.
It's, you know, I think I have passion for a lot of things in life, and a bit of it has become like, you know, I've become known as like a promoter of poutine. I do enjoy it, and I think it's something people in general would enjoy. It's such a fun dish. But I really love how people just like, if they make it or they get it somewhere that's like not in Canada and they tweet pictures at me, I think that's really cool because it's like we're spending time creating art and food and just coming together rather than like all this internet drama or all this wars and bullshit. You know what? Something simple as poutine can make people happy. I say go for it. You know, or likewise, if you're really passionate about burgers or like sushi, give her,
Yeah.
get her done.
Yeah, get her done. I'm Australian and I kind of want to try it until I travel to Canada. D for speed or D for spit, you're doing it right. Because you gotta try the authentic, Canadian
Yes.
thing.
Okay, so now I'm gonna make the gravy. We're gonna get that going, and get that simmering, and then we're gonna do the fries, kind of last, just to make sure that they're fresh. So, what
Yeah, I
we're
got some questions lined up for you, but go ahead.
okay. So let me just run through the ingredients quickly. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of water, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a quarter cup of unbleached all-purpose flour. That one is, yeah, I got many flours in here, but here we go. 2 cloves of garlic, 2 cans of the beef broth, which are 10 ounce or 284 milliliters, 1 can of the chicken broth, same size, and some pepper. Again, we could go, this is where you can like put your own spin on it. That's part of cooking. Again, I'm not a chef, but it's like, as I understand, there's like no real rules in cooking generally. Like,
No, there's not, no real thing.
so
Yeah.
maybe we'll put some nutmeg in it. Should we put?
No, not nutmeg. You
No?
don't put nutmeg in.
No, but I mean, there's no rules, Maya. We can put nutmeg in it if we want.
Yeah, no, nutmeg is a no.
Paprika.
Trust me, nutmeg is a no.
We could put some canned olives in it, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Vinegar, salt.
Anyway, I'm gonna start asking you questions now.
Okay, so I'm gonna start assembling this.
And then I'll let you. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
The Great Joe asks, what's your favorite non-traditional poutine add-on?
You know, for me, I like to keep my poutine usually really simple or really crazy. But if it's like just one add-on, I'd probably be like a nice smoky, flavory like hickory pulled pork or something like that. You know, it's really good because the pulled pork, it's got that nice kind of tender, flavor, rich flavor. It really goes well with poutine as well. So that's probably it for me. But if I'm going on like the wild spectrum of just like overload, I'd probably go like Smokes Poutineery. You can look them up. Their website. They've got like a Nacho Grande poutine, which is
That's the one you used to order.
yeah, it's chili. It's guacamole, sour cream, sriracha, jalapenos, like all this, kind of like Mexican cuisine or like ingredients and chili on top of a traditional poutine. So that's pretty crazy, but that's kind of like, I feel like that shouldn't be your first poutine because that's
No, you gotta do the classic.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have a few ingredients on top if you want, but it
Like
just
the
makes
bacon.
huh?
Like the bacon.
Yeah, bacon or something simple. It just makes it easier to dissect and be like, I really truly like the traditional poutine. Like for me, I think that should be generally people's first, and then you kind of expand on it from there.
Yeah, somebody's Skyping you.
And unless that's oh gosh darn it, I gotta go to change my status.
Yeah. Okay, and then so I have. Sarion is asking me to get a penny bendy, please, and then I'm gonna ask 2 more questions here.
Yes, just let me change my status. There we go. Okay, wait. Tendy bendy. I can't even remember how to do a tendy bendy.
Oh my god, of course you do.
No, you just basically it's just like
Yeah.
you gotta. It's like doing the squats. Like if anything, it's good for you. I could do like the prison squats. You get like a weight and you hold it behind your head and you go like this, and it really helps drive the nugs right down to your groin.
Okay, and then while you do the tendy bendies, I'm gonna do this. So, Des H asks, what's the most expensive poutine you've ever ordered?
I haven't ordered it, but I was there with the guy at this place in Toronto. It's called Holy Chuck. They're like like one of the top rated burger places.
It's a good burger place. I like that burger. It was real juicy.
Yeah. So they have foie gras and truffles as like add-on ingredients as well. That like the truffles are imported from Italy. I remember I was actually there one time when the truffle guy came in, and he brought in the scale. And they were setting it up on the table, like right beside me as I was eating it. It looked like a drug operation. The only difference was it wasn't cocaine; it was the truffles. They're weighing them out, and I was just like, "Whoa!" But anyways, they have foie gras burger. They have a foie gras milkshake, believe it or not, and they have the poutine as well. I think the poutine is like $20 or $25 in that spectrum, but the same guy also once ordered the foie gras burger, which is like loaded up, and that's a $30-some burger. But he said it was really good, so
Well, the thing is, truffles is good. Truffles and foie gras can be really good. I've had a foie gras marinated cooked lobster, and it was real good.
Mm-hmm.
But next question is comes from MIG says what type of drink would you ideally pair with a poutine meal? And before you answer, let me add on that Nick was so nice to answer pear cider, and it is also true. It's very good with poutine.
Yeah, like I'd say just in general, poutine is it's a hangover prevention. It pairs very well with alcohol because it will help you reduce hangovers or prevent them. So it goes generally well with like a beer or a cider, something in that spectrum. Of course, like a nice soda.
I like my Canadian Dry.
Pardon? Or Canadian Dry, yeah. Like any type of soda will generally go well with it as well. Yeah, it's not like I probably wouldn't do like wine or something in that spectrum, but it's not like super finicky. It's like if you enjoy something, it'll probably go well with poutine. Poutine's a thick, hearty, stick to your ribs kind of food, so maybe consider that. You want something that might not be too thick. You don't want. I wouldn't drink it with like a stout beer or something that's too dark and rich. But that's just me.
And then I
You're saying Ryan's not here?
Yeah.
He is here or he's not here?
He's not.
Oh,
he's
that's...
not watching this. He's talking about Hearthstone. He should be here watching this national treasure that is making poutine.
That's fine. I wouldn't expect him to be here, to be honest with you. But
Ryan hates Canada. Also, I want to, because I learned about this today, actually. So, can you guys, like, because you're making what's called, like, a beef gravy?
It's 2/3 beef stock, or beef broth, and 1/3 chicken.
Yeah, so you're making what's called a beef-based gravy, because, fun fact, guys, beef gravy or like beef stock is a good stock to use, but the tip here is to always add 1 part to every 2 part of the beef stock, because beef stock can tend to turn your food a little bit sweeter, which the salt and every other thing in a chicken stock, or chicken broth or whatever, will add on more salt for the flavor, which makes it a more rounder flavor. Yay, that's why you always need it. Stop paying all these sexy moves while we're talking about this.
Hey, you come to my streams and you expect, sexy but without the sex, if that makes sense, Okay.
But yeah, no, so it's always add, also hey potato, always add 1 part chicken stock to every 2 part of beef stock that you make in anything. And I recommend if you make things like soups or stews and it lacks salt, instead of adding salt, add chicken broth, or add chicken broth, because it has salt in it and it gives a more rounder and good flavor than just adding salt. It would turn your stew into, this is gonna need a little bit more salt, to, oh my god, this is super delicious.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Seasoning is very important. That's why a lot of chefs, when after they season something, if they see people putting like a ton more of like salt or pepper or something on it, it's almost like an insult. It's like, I'm the chef, I season that the way it's supposed to be seasoned. Like, but I mean, there's also a lot of people, if you like say smoke or I don't know, work with chemicals. I don't know. I don't want to assume, but like a lot of people, their taste buds are basically like almost non-existent sometimes. So that's why they do a lot of salt. So for the chefs out there, it's not necessarily they're like, this tastes like shit. It's just like, I can't taste anything. So
yeah, I very rarely, I rarely put salt in my food. I will put salt on my fries. Don't get me wrong. I love salt, like salty fries, and I like salty popcorn and everything. And I put salt on my eggs, but like in cooking in general, I barely add salt because I don't like it as much, and I will use other spices to counteract like salt. AKA, I use chicken broth instead of salt when I make stews. Grab her by the poutine.
By the way, at this point, what I'm doing right now, if you can't see, which I totally understand, is just 6 tablespoons of butter. We're getting ready for the gravy. Just give you a little status update. I didn't have enough in my little butter dish. But if you use butter regularly, get a butter dish, because then you don't have to like think ahead and like, I gotta get the butter out of the fridge to thaw. In this case, it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna be boiling it, but I ran out of some, so I just sliced up a little more.
There was a pretty salty egg in a certain Isaac video today.
I think he's just mad because Sinvicta's better at Binding of Isaac than him now.
Oh, really?
Oh, Sinvicta's in the,
Croft, thank you so much for the subscription. Poutine and mouth cuddles in chat, please.
Excuse me, let me get this dashboard refreshed. Alicroft.
Yay! Mouth cuddles, mouth love, mouth poutine in the chat, please.
Drop the cuddles. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize for me directly not being able to keep track of chat too much. I hope it.
That's what I do.
I'm really glad I decided to hook up with my mouth bae, because makes it a lot
Makes it easy.
easier for
It's
me to cook and kind of focus on not cutting my fingers off. Even though it's just a butter knife and butter, I could find a way.
yes. Yes, mood's too strong. Also, Alan Prof says 15 stream made my dreams come true. Thanks for all the great streams.
Uh, now that this is kind of going okay, maybe we do more cooking streams in the future.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can. Next time I'm over, we should totally make the like one of the stews that I do. That's like really good. Like it is so good that you won't even think about the fact that there's no vegetables or nothing else but vegetables and broth in there. Like you won't even think that like there's no meat there. It's really good.
I like a good vegetable stew.
Yeah. Let's see. Your butter is softening.
What?
Yeah. Hey Michael, done a P.O. box video yet?
Have I made one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
the P.O. box on my video, on my YouTube channel, it's called The P.O. Box.
No, like P.O. box is an opening.
Oh, no. So I might try to do that tomorrow. I've been, kind of stressing a bit. Not stressing, but like getting this kind of Poutine stream stuff done and all set up. So I just like, yeah. And I've been checking the P.O. box as well to see if there's more stuff that I could get in the video. But I received like 3 or 4 things, which I'm totally grateful for. But I just wanted to make sure, I don't want to make a video with just like one thing, because then it's like people will comment and be like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, maybe I'll try and do that tomorrow. Also, I got this. Maya gave me this, but it's Austin. Austin is the one who dries my dishes, and his buddy. I don't know who his buddy is.
Also, Nick is on the right food chain. He says, I can't wait to have another good shepherd's pie when I go to Ireland. Like, you can, a good shepherd's pie is real good. Oh, Ryan is here.
Oh,
I
my.
wonder if one is a toaster.
Wait, what did he say?
Ryan is here.
Oh, he's here. Well, hi, Ryan. Hi.
Oh, it's Austin and Jason. It's Austin.
Oh,
and Jason.
Bull's on my door. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Temple said it.
All right. So we're gonna get this butter for the gravy going. I'm gonna get my stove going on just like a low medium for now. And we got.
Don't send my toasters, please. I'm not even allowed. I'm not even allowed to buy toasters for Christmas.
This is butter.
Hey Fox. Like just hey Fox.
How's it going?
That's...
Ryan, I checked last night. I don't have any 80G friends quests in Hearthstone. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying. I'm trying. Alright, let's get this butter going in here. Get it, melting.
Who the fuck is Ryan?
No!
Who said that?
He's just some salty Canadian. This is unsalted butter. He's the salted butter of the Canadians.
Yeah, this is unsalted butter. Butter up your pea.
Alright, I need another drink.
I've never thought of using unsalted butter in gravies. If I want to make gravy, I'll use the unsalted butter as like instead of using salt, because I usually do unsalted butter only in baking.
Well, there's no salt in this gravy at all, and I think part of that is just because like the broth is gonna have salt in it as well. So,
yeah.
So that's that.
Which Canadian makes better poutine?
Garlic. I gotta mince up 2 cloves, finely chapped. Let's slice this sucker open. So this is like a bulb or head of garlic.
I was making you joke because I'm sub to him LMAO, but Maya put me on blast. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just explaining. Sometimes people are like, what's a clove of garlic? So depending on what variety of garlic you get, you're gonna have a different number of cloves, but basically they're the little, things inside. So this is a bulb or a head of garlic. But
in a garlic, there are several garlic cloves, which is what you plant to get garlic.
Yeah, we're gonna crush them. Makes it easier to peel off that outer layer. Just use your freaking knife.
Now here's a tip for you guys who might not like the annoying part of getting garlic cloves out of garlic. Buy what's called a Chinese garlic. They are so much easier. You just like grab the garlic and just split it in two, and you've got the cloves coming right out. Like you don't need to do what Mike is doing right now to get the garlic cloves out.
Well,
So like 99% of the time, I will buy Chinese garlic because it has the exact same flavor as regular garlic. It's just called Chinese garlic. I don't know why, but yeah.
Oh. We're gonna finally chop it. Chop, chop, chop.
Guess me honest question. What percentage of people think they're better at room temperature rather than refrigerated? I don't. Mine does.
That is a great question.
I actually buy those jars of pre-minced garlic. See, that's when you know Ryan is a slob.
No,
I'm just kidding.
you know, whatever. If you enjoy it, like, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not a good thing, but the taste is not as pure and good as regular garlic, so you're missing out.
It just, yeah, like, if it's like an everyday meal or whatever, then a lot of times I'll just be like, I'll cut corners, or like, I won't use a fancy bread or fancy cheese if I'm making a grilled cheese, but sometimes, you know, I'm like, alright, it's the weekend, I've got more time, like, let's go get some fresh ingredients at the farmer's market or something, or go
Also,
on.
by the way, I'm not hating on you guys for using pre-minced garlic. It's pretty, like, I understand the nice part of it, but, like, I find it easier to buy just like the Chinese garlic. Like, it's cheaper to buy a couple of those, and they hold for much longer, I think, and, like, the flavor keeps a better flavor. So that's, you know, I don't mind doing the things about the, you know, like, fixing up the garlic like that. I don't mind it because I actually also like the smell of garlic. I don't know.
Oh yeah, garlic is good shit. Let me get my flour. I need a 1/4 cup.
You know what they call Chinese garlic in China? Northern Line. Garlic!
What do they call Brazil nuts in Brazil? Oh wait, this is my 1/4 cup.
Got him.
So again,
Do you have garlic? A garlic press?
I find, like, cause I don't use garlic that much, like I don't have one, but you know that is smart. Like if you're regularly like making pasta and doing other dishes with garlic, yeah, garlic press is gonna save you a heck of.
It was bitch to clean, right? This PG-13 stream, please.
Bitch is PG-13. Actually, bitch is PG. Because it's in the dictionary. It's not a swear if it's in the dictionary. Alright, 1/4 cup flour. This is unbleached white flour.
It's so funny how you guys have unbleached flour, because it's just...
Well, why do we need to bleach flour?
Like, I've never seen like unbleached flour in Norway, and it baffled me when we were at the grocery store and you were just like, give me some flour. And I'm just like, okay, you know, go over grab the flour. And you're like, no, unbleached.
There's your.
What?
I got whole wheat. I got bleached flour. I even got some cornmeal down here if we need that. That's what you use for bread. Oh man, cornmeal makes a bread. Oh, okay.
What's just in the dictionary to you, Joker? Jelly, come on, please.
You probably can't really see it. Computer keeps shutting down. You can't really see it, so I'm not gonna tilt it over too much. But the butter is finally starting to melt, slowly melting. Then we're gonna. This recipe says, just like most of the others, we're gonna add the flour next and get that mixed up, and then we're gonna add the garlic, and then. Huh?
Watch me whip and watch me nay.
Oy vey. So how's chat?
Oy vey.
Okay, I have a question for.
Let's call it mates.
Mm.
Okay, so somebody said, when is DG going to be on the NLSS again? And Ryan says, when Little Desmond is old enough.
I like that.
His father is. Holy crap.
I think
Okay.
Dan's probably gonna, like, you know, he's big into football and stuff, but I actually think he's gonna get Desmond going in the MLG. Getting him making that Call of Duty bucks.
Forgot how to nay.
Okay. So.
Why aren't Rob and Ryan bots? Because we don't trust them.
I mean, I trust them. I just, you know, Ryan And listen, I love you, Ryan, but I know Ryan would not want to be on. He's in his leisure time right now, ladies and gentlemen, enjoying some cooking with Foxman. It's, he's probably shirtless or pantless. I don't know, maybe both.
He's always pantless. He talks about it all the time in his icing videos.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, I rarely wear pants too, but it's like, I'm not going to talk about it. Even though I just did, but...
Confirmed, you heard it here first. Maya's not wearing any pants.
I'm waiting for Kay to get back soon so we can stream. This
Oh,
is
heck
not
yeah.
my leisure time.
Wait, wasn't Kate doing a 24-hour or 12-hour stream though, like earlier? Or...
Yeah, no, she had a 12-hour stream like yesterday, I think.
What day is it? Today's Saturday. So what the heck are they streaming today?
Yeah, what are you guys streaming tonight?
Oh, okay. The flour and the butter. Here we go.
Butter. You sounded so Canadian when you said butter. Oh my god, I love it.
It's looking like a very light, not too thick applesauce at this point. And it smells, oh fuck, delicious. And my floor smells delicious too.
Please do a Bubbles talk for love.
Couples talk?
Bubbles talk for love.
Oh, this fucking gravy's gonna be real tasty tonight. I told you. But you know the problem is the Sam Squanches, they can smell the gravy from a mile away. Oh. I can't, that's not a very good bubbles though. I gotta warm up. And for whatever reason, when I do my bubbles voice, it makes me lightheaded. I don't
I don't get it. This is so great. It's like the best one.
Alright.
By the way, my mom loves to get two birds a stone at once. Is like, she finds it the best way of saying something. Also, Nazaro, 8 months in a row.
Nazaro!
For the resubscription.
Thank you so much. Let me just refresh the dashboard. So we're gonna, people remind me, start the clock like in 4 minutes. We should be adding the garlic basically 5 minutes after you add the flour to the butter. We want it to turn a golden brown. So remind me in like 4 minutes because I'll probably forget. Thank you. What?
I sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Okay, so while that's doing that. So at like 6:17-ish.
Ryan, don't even. Ryan is like, because people are talking about why is it taking so long for the butter to melt, and Ryan is saying it's because Canada uses Celsius, so it takes longer to get to the melting point. You're fucking melting.
He's right. Oh, but it's starting to, we don't want it too hot. We don't want to burn anything, so I'm going to turn the heat down. Stir it a little bit as well. Get the molecules moving and dancing and mingling. It's like a great party in there, Flavors getting to know each other. It's like, hey, how you doing, flour? Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
So everything melts exactly when I want it to.
Okay.
Stop using Celsius, use Fahrenheit like a real country. No! America's the only place that uses Celsius. Come on! Or it doesn't use Celsius. Yeah.
For the most part. I think there are some. Alright, just to save time, I'm going to get these cans opened up. So we got, again, 2 10-ounce or 284 milliliters of the beef broth, and then we've got 1 of the chicken broth.
Beetle is here.
Oh, he's...
And Forever Young is here.
I want to be...
Butter sous vide.
Forever Young. Wait, what? Huh? What?
Cook the butter sous vide.
I'll sue you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, God. Ryan, stop. I'm just kidding.
How much to drink this beef broth?
Mike, don't do it.
No, I won't because I need it for the gravy. But if I had a spare, I already drank the French fry blanch water. That didn't taste bad because I already blanched it. Why is this?
It's okay. It's just.
All right.
Ryan is in your chat telling people to check their Slack. Wow.
Check your honestly, yeah. Check your Slack, especially you, Rob.
Sloppy sleeping Joel asked if you're left-handed.
It went to the. It's gone to the bottom. It went. I can't get the lid. It went to the bottom.
Oh my god. Pick up a fork.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We good.
Yeah.
My gravy could use a metallic flavor.
Today we watched Mount Learn how to use a can opener. Swampert says I'll donate 69.69 if you crush the can like those cool mans in the movies.
This is like, this is a higher gauge of metal than a normal can. I'll give it a try. But just hold on. I gotta get I feel like the chicken can is probably a little bit weaker because, it's a chicken. It's a wimp. Why? This can opener actually sucks, though. That's my problem with this. It's like a...
But, the thing is, did you open it all the way? Because you can't do that.
What do you mean, open it all the way?
Like, when you use a can opener, do you get the entire top off, or do you just open it and then until it's, a little flip left, and then you, push it up?
Well, normally I do that, but I just got a little distracted on the second can, so it's,
Okay.
it all came off. Yeah, I need, a better can opener. This is a dollar store one, and it isn't that good.
Ryan says, yeah, there's a new poll, jabroni, and 8 messages since your message. Time's up, by the way. Jenny reminded me that time is up.
Well, it's not quite golden brown. I did turn the heat down a bit, so,
But if there's flour in that one, you need to stir it so it doesn't stick to the bottom.
I've been stirring occasionally. I'm stirring right now, actually, so it's good, but it's not...
Yeah.
Not quite. I'm gonna give it another minute.
Yeah, you don't want the lumps in there. You don't want the little powdery lumps of flour, because that's horrible.
This is the chicken. The beef smells better. I'm gonna just say that now. Actually, there's a little chunk of chicken in my chicken broth.
Ooh.
Or it could just be a little baby fetus. I don't even know.
Oh.
That's definitely not chicken.
Oh.
Also, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's smelling good in here.
It's fat. It's chicken fat. Okay, you went there. Oh my, no.
I had to show people, this isn't one of them Hollywood cooking shows. We show you everything, okay?
It's chicken fat, that's fine. It's no big deal, but it's just you showing it. Also, the great joke said, so if we can get Mouth to do a Poutine stream, can we get Samantha to do a wing stream? The wing stream will never happen. You know he won't do it.
The what stream?
Wing stream.
Like chicken wing?
Yeah, chicken wing.
I'll do it just to spite Sinvicta.
Yeah, no, they're saying Sinvicta will, can we get Sinvicta to do it? He
Oh.
won't. He hates chicken wings.
I don't even know if he, I guess if he truly hates them or he just hates the idea of them so much that, I mean, they're tasty. How could you, not like the taste? They could have so many different flavors.
Yeah. But he had a good point, though, in the discussion. To be honest, I still think it's no, you're wrong, Sinvicta, but I understand where it's coming from, you know what I mean?
He's just being too scientific about it,
Yeah.
What's life without chicken wings?
Also, have you, Prater Anubis, as you've seen the Ashes video with the whole chicken in a can? That's actually pretty good. That was a good video. Have you seen that?
The chicken in the can?
Yeah, the chicken in a can video.
I don't know. I've seen several I've seen a burger in a can video. It's gross. Oh. I'm adding the...
seen one with chicken in a can. This is amazing. They just basically it's a big can and it's just a chicken in there. I don't understand how they got it in there. It's no.
Machines. Garlic is now finally chopped. Adding it in. It's getting closer to that golden brown. So 30 more seconds, and then we're gonna add the broth.
See, Nanarod has a good point. He says, I don't like chicken wings because I don't like the sauces that wings get tossed in. That's a good, that's a good, argument point,
But you can make your own sauce as well. You have variety if they're a wet wing or a dry wing as well. So I feel like
Prince will leave me. No, he's gotta go to the gym. Say bye.
Say goodbye. Go pump some iron. Okay.
They gotta start making chickens with more than 2 wings. Wow, Rob.
I kind of wish Rob and Nick and Ryan and all you crazy dudes were here. We could have a nice cooking party, a sexy cooking party. It'd be fun.
Yeah, skin on, bone in, low.
Rob would make some andouille sausage. Ryan would make like a spam sandwich. Nick would just make like some kind of jelly-based dessert, like Jello, I guess. I don't even know.
And I would not mind. I would not mind Nick making me like a Jello, like a bottle of Coke Jello thing. You know, like the jellies. I wouldn't mind him making jellies.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I'm just trying to predict what they would make. Spam sandwich. Because Ryan hates going to the deli counter, so he wouldn't even go. He'd just go to the canned aisle and get the can of spam to make the sandwich with. Okay, I'm adding.
Spam. I really do. Like I can't. No, I can't spam. It's like it's gross.
Adding the broth. Come on out. Come on out. There we go. Chicken. Now we go for the beef. Actually, I don't know if this pan's gonna be. This
No, it's gonna be big enough.
I don't know.
It'll just got scrambled.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this to a larger.
Okay. Feeling Pablo. Dan easily would make fish fillet, that's true. Or Swedish pizza. Or if I was there, he would ask me to make Swedish pizza.
He would make Swedish pizza, yeah.
Let it reduce spam. Exactly. Let it reduce spam.
No, it was literally like almost at the brim, and I haven't even finished putting the rest of the. I'm not. And it's gonna. We gotta bring it to a boil, so it's gonna start to bubble over.
Oh shit, we've reached like 395 viewers already. Holy shit. What up, guys?
People, you know, it's partially just like, you know, something out of the norm, right? Even if this video and is generally trash, you don't see too much like, I guess, cooking or.
Okay, gotta tell you this. Because Ryan is ranting in chat. He says, the problem with distilling everything down to meat, is that you have to draw the line somewhere. Otherwise, we're all digging chicken necks and assholes out of the dumpster.
Yo, so before I started this stream, I just went to take out some recycling, and it's like a communal area just outside the back of the building, and I put it in, and there's this guy I see every once in a while. He just like walks very slow. He's
Oh no, one guy who keeps like taking things out of like the big like recycling dumpster.
I'd never seen him do it before, but maybe you know who I'm talking about.
I've seen him do it.
And yeah, so I put my stuff and I start to walk back, and then he just like he goes into it, and it's like you're just gonna find empty bottles. I don't know what he was looking for, but I felt kind of bad. Anyways, so we're gonna get this up to a boil. Just give it a good stir, and this is gonna allow me now to start working on the French fries. While this is doing its thing, it's all about, you know, prioritizing, getting your steps ready so you minimize the amount of time in the kitchen. Obviously, it's taken a long time to make the poutine because I'm not in a rush because I like hanging with people, but, you know. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Maya, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I just didn't know if it cut out.
I'm just keeping up with chat, seeing if there's like questions or stuff to read out for you.
I got a question for chat. What are you guys eating or drinking right now? Or are you like making food as we do? Are you playing Hearthstone?
Ryan is playing Hearthstone.
No, wasn't Ryan? Ryan was trying out Gwent, which is like the Witcher.
I know what Gwent is. It's the Witcher. It's the Witcher.
Yeah. But apparently
so
he says
answer your question. I just finished my cherry coke and I am eating candy. Oh, Ryan is having a cold brew.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, Madrina is sending me coffee. So you know.
Madrina's voice.
So, you know, once I actually can taste it and verify that
Make
it's
that
good.
pasta with asparagus and a Madrina's. Madrina's boys.
Madrina's boys. Yeah, it's hard for me to pimp something that I haven't had, and I'm almost certain, Ryan and Bear and all them are like, it's really good, but I can't.
Caitlin's mom is making chili for dinner.
Oh, chili's good. I got some.
Yeah.
Got some in the freezer. I should probably make up a new batch though soon.
I heard that as we should probably be make up a new badge soon, and not batch, but badge.
Badge. I do have to make the Twitch anniversary badges.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do that soon. We're gonna do like the maple leaf is gonna be the base of it, and then we're just gonna do different like metals or gems. So I don't know if we'll do like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond type stuff. Maybe we'll throw some emeralds or some rubies in there.
I want Madrinas now.
I don't know what they're gonna send me. I talked to Shlomo and he asked me kind of what I like. So it's like a curated coffee experience, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. If he is here in chat, I am totally up for being the Scandinavian vote when it comes to Madrinas.
Well, part of the thing is like with shipping and stuff, it's like actually very expensive right now to ship. So they're waiting on Amazon Prime for like those type of products, which apparently is going to happen by like the end of the year or something. So it's going to be a lot easier for them to ship to Canada, and I think internationally Amazon wants to do that as well. So.
Ryan is leaving. He says, "Have a nice poutine."
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Enjoy your evening, and I love you.
Wow.
Well, I love you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm just getting the oil going in this pot. This oil I've used before a few times. Oil's not cheap, especially peanut oil, and it comes in smaller containers. So what you can do, and I'll show you, I've just got a little funnel and the coffee filters. So basically you can drain it back in, and the coffee filter will catch like any fried batter, food particles and stuff.
Like Shiana saying how is she Scandinavian with almost no accent. I have an accent, don't you hear it?
No, you don't.
I'm a great big loser, eh?
Oh, that's the wrong accent. Alright. So for me, like 2 of these is generally enough. If you've got like an actual deep fryer, that's pretty awesome. Or like a wok or a Dutch oven. This is just a normal. This is just a normal kind of stainless steel pot. Also, I need to get my thermometer out. I need to find where I put it.
Dutch oven. It just reminds me of like the other type of Dutch oven.
Well, I mean, yeah. Where do you think they got that from?
Yeah. Also, Grubbleman says I do the coffee filter thing too. It's a great tip.
Yeah, it's
just the tip.
Just the tip. Yeah, it's Actually, here I'll leave a little. I'll do a little live demonstration.
I like the white knife. Is this mine an AI or is she a real person on Skype? And then I believe the fifth said I don't think her audio is clear enough to hear the accent.
Well, she doesn't actually have an accent though. Like that's the trick. So. Huh?
Says bye, mouth.
Goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. So, normally, like in your pot, once the oil's like cooled and basically room temperature, you can get like this to start. Just get like a ladle or something, a large spoon, and to get it started. Eventually, when there's hardly any oil, then you can just lift it up and kind of pour it over carefully. But yeah, just get a funnel. This one works really well. So basically, it'll just sit there, and then you take.
Hot peanut oil massage seduction. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a smaller funnel, so it doesn't quite fit super well, but it'll fit well enough, especially once you get it wet. So you just get it going in there, and then.
Oh, we reached 400. We reached 418.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap! Hello, everybody.
I really appreciate it. So you just pour it in there. In a second, it'll drain. Like the more you have in there, it'll kind of force it down. So right now, it's basically just a little drip. Um,
Just the
but
drip.
it's better than buying fresh oil every time, and as well, oil like it builds its flavor, over flavor over several uses. So throwing out oil is just like financially, it's irresponsible, and from just a culinary, for all you culinary minded folks out there, it's you're just throwing out flavor basically. It's free flavor.
We all need more seduction in our lives. You're right, Nick.
So I'm actually just gonna stop this. I just wanted to show this for demonstration. They call me the Canadian Bill Nye the Science Guy. You know.
I mean, yeah. Alright, Massix is leaving. Bye!
Who's leaving?
Massix.
Massix. Thank
Yeah.
you. Goodbye. I'm sorry you couldn't see the end product, but we'll save some for you, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. What Sparkle Walrus did the egg emote with for all you culinary folks out there.
All
It's
right.
good. It's good.
So
So I got a fun story for you guys in chat listening. I'm a big lover of gravy. I've always been a big lover of gravy. I've got it from my grandpa because he always thought that there would not be there could never be dinner without gravy. And his love for gravy was like to the extent that this happened once. He was visiting my mom. I was like a really young kid. He died like almost 20 years ago. But we were eating dinner. My mom made dinner, and it was I don't remember what the meal was, but it didn't require sauce or gravy. And so she served it, and Grandpa just looked at her for a little while, and he was just like, "Woman," and like he never used the term "woman" to talk to my mom. By the way, he was not like that way, but and he just like, "Where's the gravy?" And my mom was like, "You don't eat gravy for anything, like please, like," because he wasn't eating it that well, like because he had like type 2 diabetes, and he got so mad that he just he just said nothing, left the table, and went up and made gravy, and then just gave like me gravy and him gravy, and he's like, "If you don't need gravy for for your dinner, you're not gonna get any." And then he just ate it. Like he refused to eat meals without gravy when it comes to dinner choices. Like, so that's also my reason for loving.
how could you eat your pudding if you haven't finished all of your gravy?
Salad for dinner. Where's the gravy? It's true. He also didn't think salad was dinner.
Well, you don't win friends with salad. I'm trying to find my candy thermometer to show people.
Throw that out?
Pardon?
Didn't you throw that out?
No, I kept it. But I got a different one I like better. But basically, candy thermometer is like a metal strip, and it's got a clip on the back, so you can basically clip it onto the side of your pot or whatever, and then it'll tell you your temperature. You can get them for like $5 or cheaper.
Check your ass, Foxy. That's what Nick says.
You can't check this.
Yo, candy ass.
But then I know this isn't really meant for this necessarily, but it works well enough. I've used it before. It's just like, whatever, Telebrand. This is a $20 one. It's digital, so you can set temperature alerts and stuff. So it's like, if you set it to a certain temperature, it'll start beeping. And as well, it's good for meat, and it's got this wire. So basically, you can actually run it into your oven if you're cooking a certain type of meat. And the cool thing is on the back, they maybe you can't see it very well, but basically it'll tell you if you want to cook your beef medium rare, you want it 145 degrees Fahrenheit at the center point. Beef well done. Pork, veal, or lamb is 160 Fahrenheit. A whole poultry being like chicken, turkey.
Can I just stop you right this. A2Decay says, so what did he use to make gravy? He's late.
Oh,
Alright, go ahead.
yeah. So
He's got a great ass.
he's got a great ass. But anyways, I recommend this for $20. It's pretty cool. And yeah, for gravy, we're doing 2 cans of beef broth, 1 can of chicken broth. We've got the cornstarch and water mixture, 30 milliliters each. We've got 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped in here. So we're just right now, I'm bringing it to a boil slowly. You know, gravy is one of those things. It's kind of like soups and stews and stuff, right? It's very good to have for extended periods of time. It reheats really well. You know, the flavors build and stuff. So you don't typically want to rush with gravy. If you're making poutine and you're like, listen, I gotta go to a fancy business meeting or something, you can buy packets of like the powdered stuff, and basically you just mix it with water, pour the powder in, bring it to a boil, then let it simmer for a bit. Or you can buy, it's kind of like a gravy sludge in a can. Again, put it in, add some water, and
Gravy is an art form, it's true.
yeah, and then, so I mean, there are various ways, like, do whatever you like the taste of and what suits your time allotment, but I figured since we're doing a poutine stream, we'll try and try a different recipe. I've never tried this one before, but so far, smells pretty good. Pretty good.
Also, Eve is here.
Yo, what's up, Eve?
Yeah.
Eve?
Hang on. So Nick says, what's a pastry thing called that's like a stack of little puff balls with glaze poured all over them? And then
Puff balls?
somebody said profiteroles?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, oh, Josh Baker's here. Josh Baker from Ohio.
Yo, what's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Let me just see here. Okay.
Also, Declan, aka,
Bleeding Toast, my man.
yeah, he's just anyone played State of Decay?
I played it like a couple of years ago, but I think it was still alpha or beta or I don't even know. Okay, let me just I'm gonna refresh that. So now it's the gravy's starting to boil. Bubble over, all the flavor is starting to really mingle. So I'm getting ready. Basically, the cornstarch in water, it's like a thickening agent. So it's gonna help thicken it up. And that's an important thing too with gravy. You don't want it too thick that it doesn't kind of trickle down and get to the bottom fries. But then you don't want it too thin that it's basically like a soup. You want it to stick to the fries a bit and get good coverage. So again, it's kind of like I don't necessarily want to call it an art, but
Lock of Love put the profiteroles picture on it. Up in chat. Also, I'm just gonna say, George Connor asked what your favorite brand of cider is. I would say Pommies, but I'm not sure if that's your favorite brand or not.
at this point in my life.
Also say bye to Painter, by the way. She's leaving me.
Goodbye, Painter. Enjoy your food. Thank you so much for hanging. I realize that it's taking a long time to make this poutine, so I'm sorry for people that have to leave. But I'm gonna put this up on YouTube, by the way. That's part of the reason why music isn't playing. I'm sorry, but I don't want YouTube being a ding dong. So what was I gonna say?
I want to ask. Thunderstorm Delta says, "Do you or Mouth have any opinions on the Food Twitch channel? I spent like a week watching it."
Honestly, I've never watched it yet, which that's kind of weird because I can watch Food Network for like days. I could spend the whole weekend just watching Food Network TV. I love Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. The Canadian version of that is You Gotta Eat Here. Just like all that stuff. I don't know what it is. It's just fun. It's good shit.
Titan isn't leaving. Never mind. My opinion on the Twitch Food Network channel is I haven't watched it. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't like food. I grew up in the restaurant business. Both my mom and my biological dad both worked in the restaurant business. own restaurants. My mom would work in them. So I grew up being able to like we would go to we wouldn't eat that much at home. We would usually if my mom couldn't get a babysitter, I would join her at work. So I just like whenever we were at a restaurant, my thing was like we would always just walk to the kitchen and I would sit on the kitchen like by a kitchen desk and then I would just be served whatever food. Like I grew up eating like a lot of good food. So I mean I love food. I love food channels. I love watching or seeing different foods and trying different foods. But funny enough, being the daughter of two chefs, I love baking more than I love making food. I love eating food. Don't get me wrong. I love eating food, but I love baking more than I like making food.
I like making food. It's just like I'm the kind of guy that generally, whether it's food or like I'm building something, I generally like to take my time and do it to the best of my abilities. So for that reason, I don't cook all the time, just because I'm like it's just like such a time drain. I'm like I can't just like make this grilled cheese like this. I gotta go and get like make my own bread or like go get a really good bread from somewhere and so that's why I don't do it all the time, but
Yeah.
I like it. I do like it. I think it's one of the things that's very therapeutic, and I'm a big
That's one
proponent.
thing about baking too.
Yeah, baking. I'm I think hobbies are really good, and I hope everybody kind of has at least one hobby that they can sink their teeth into, because
Yeah.
it can be like really therapeutic and good. That's why I like to do aquarium stuff, because it's like a very slow hobby,
Yeah.
and it helps me as a person kind of build my patience a little more, because it's like you do the aquarium, you set the plants, and you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks to cycle the water to build the beneficial bacteria before you can even add fish. And then it's like the plants, depending on which ones you have, are like very slow growing. So it's like a year later, you're like, oh man, like I'm finally like I'm kind of here, but I'm still not done. And it's a very nice feeling when you do get there, but it's also very, for me, therapeutic. So
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I'm gonna say see if it was something in chat. I'm gonna say something before you answer it, but the Great Jug asked when you're gonna do maple syrup stream. I'm just gonna say that I love maple syrup, and I brought maple syrup. By the way, Mom wants maple syrup for Christmas. She wanted you to make maple syrup for Christmas.
okay, I can do that.
I love maple syrup, and I brought it to my parents, especially because Dad really likes sweet things. And my mom has now incorporated maple syrup into food. That like even our stew today had some maple syrup in it. She puts maple syrup in gravy, so like instead of sugar, I eat it on oatmeal. And we had an apple pie type of cake thing to like this last weekend, where this was real good. So my mom used some apples from our garden, and she chopped some of them up and put them in a pan, and she cooked them with cognac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And maple syrup, and then she mashed and pureed them, put them put pie crust first, and then like the pureed apples, and then put slices of apples on top, and then she had vanilla cream in the pureed apples, and she had some more maple syrup, and then she put it in the oven, and before serving it, she like drizzled maple syrup over.
Maple syrup, nature's sugar, really.
Yeah, and it's healthier than regular syrup.
It
Because
is.
it's pure, like
It's
it's
not
real
refined.
sugar.
People
Yeah, it's good.
people wonder why I like trees so much, because they give you shade, they give you beauty. They're a great wind barrier for farmers, right? You always look at a farm field, you see it's lined with trees. They help prevent erosion and like mudslides. They actually save lives. They are a home to ants and also to critters and birds and monkeys and all that stuff. And the sugar maple, that is the maple leaf on the Canadian flag, is the sugar maple. That's the species of it. That's where we get our maple syrup from. So
I put maple syrup in my coffee actually. When I make a latte, I will put maple syrup in it. But not only does it give the sweet taste of the coffee that I want instead of sugar, it also gives that maple flavor to it, and it's real good. You guys should try maple syrup in your coffee next time you have a coffee. Put maple syrup in it instead.
A little goes a long way, though. Just like start a little bit, and then you add a little more if you feel you need it. By the way,
Vapid is in here.
pardon?
Vapid.
What's up, Vapid? You know, it's funny, Vapid. I was thinking of Vapid, like, there's been several occurrences over the past week where I've, like, Vapid is randomly popped up in my head. And it's like, Vapid, that guy's got a fun, sexy voice. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I think maybe he's, like, sending, like, telekinetic messages or whatever, but yeah, it's good to see you, Vapid. Sorry, I'm gushing. I like Vapid. He's a sexy guy. Come on.
Rocks. Nick said beat my ass and they crashed.
Okay, this the cornstarch though is really thickening up this gravy. It's smelling good as well. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Actually, this is drink number 2 in case we're counting. But
Oh, Swamper is actually gonna try putting maple syrup in his coffee right now.
I
love you too, Vapid. Vapid said I love you too, Malf, and that he's a smile too.
thank you. By the way, an update on the gravy. So I set it to 350 Fahrenheit. Or not the gravy, the oil, the peanut oil. We're using peanut oil. So 350. We're gonna do the double fry. It's showing me it's slowly climbing. 222 Fahrenheit. 221. It went down 220. What? Oh, because I moved the tip, just the tip. But it's fine. Anyways, it's gonna alert us when it gets to 350. We're gonna cook those or fry the fries for about 5 minutes until they're light brown. Then I'm gonna put them back. You can't see it under the towel there where I have the fries back there, but it's like a little metal rack. We're gonna let them kind of dry off. Let the oil kind of drain off a little bit, and then we're gonna cook them. We're gonna raise the temperature to about 400 Fahrenheit, and we're gonna do 2 minutes. So basically, that's more of like a quick, just like attack the outside, get it nice and golden brown, but it'll leave the inside kind of fluffy and nice and tender, and the outside will be crunchy. Perfect frite. Frite is French for fry. FYI. Okay.
Also, I just want to say what your opinion on brown cheese was.
What my opinion is?
Yeah, what your opinion on
Brown cheese is for me. It's out there. It's a sweet cheese, right? It's like caramelized.
I can tell you how it's made. But you tell me how you think about it.
Yes.
You gotta tell what you think about it.
I like it. It's one of those things where I think it's more of like specific, like it's like more of a specific pairing. Like I like cheese on pretty much anything, but if I'm to eat brown cheese, because it's
Sorry, Nick. It's like backseating mouth kitchen. Is this blind? Question.
this is very blind. At least this gravy recipe is blind. I've never done this before, so that's something new.
What category is this run? Gravy 80%?
I'd say I'm going for at least 88% gravy, if that makes sense. Oh, that's good.
But you like brown cheese, right?
I like
brown
it.
cheese.
For me, it's like, it's more of a, maybe like a breakfast. I know my mom likes it on bagels or toast.
Yeah.
So like, if you have like a, not like a, like more of a plain bagel, if anything, I probably wouldn't have it on a seeded bagel personally,
No.
but
No.
a plain bagel toasted, get some brown cheese, and then like a strawberry or raspberry jam on top.
Raspberry.
Yeah, raspberry's my favorite, but you know, you get blueberry if you want. Just like some kind of jam that's also sweet.
Yeah.
So the brown...
I personally prefer raspberry, and it's also like the number one thing.
Yeah. So the brown cheese has like, it's not like a it's got like a thickness to it. You know how sometimes like when you eat peanut butter, it almost like sticks to the top of your mouth? Brown cheese is kind of like a very similar sort of feeling, and like it's got a very distinct texture of like, it's not like a traditional cheese. It's almost like a hard paste. Okay.
Yeah.
So the oil. Okay, turn that alert off.
Blanch tracks.
There we go. So it is at 357 actually, but when I add the fries, it's gonna like lower the temperature quite a bit.
Yep.
So I am going to add them right now.
Right now.
Right meow. Um,
I can now tell you guys. So this is all about cooking. You know, I'll teach you guys about brown cheese. So um, brown cheese, it's a Norwegian cheese. It's one of my favorite type of breakfast cheeses. So basically, what it is, both goat and cow milk mixed together to make the cheese. Um, and so what they do is like they process it, like they make it like regular cheese is made. Um, and but instead of just using it like that, they caramelize it in brown sugar, which gives it that brown caramelly looking color to it. And it's also like, so it's in block form. It's in block form.
Yeah.
But it is very soft. It's very soft to the touch, and it sort of like melts in your mouth. Or like if you hold a bite of it in your hand, it melts in your hand, sort of.
yeah, it's like M&Ms, you know, they melt in your mouth, not in your hand. But they will melt in your hand if you hold them long
It
enough.
will. Also, Nick says there's something wonderful about friends teaching each other about their passions. Exactly.
Also, I just want to say now,
This is why I love Nick.
people might not be able to hear you as well, Maya, because the mic is right next to the boiling oil.
Okay.
Just FYI. So we got 5 minutes. I'm gonna go open a window though, just in case.
Yeah. We spend so much time talking shit on making juice that something simple like this actually is just kind of sweet. It's true, Nick. It's true. I can't hear you now.
Coming back.
There you go. So the brown cheese gonna keep you guys so the brown cheese, like, not only is it like very sweet, right? Again, like it's a thing that you have like a slice of bread or a slice of bagel or like some toast. You put a little bit of butter on there. You put the brown cheese on, and then you put God, it's Dad sitting in chat. And then you put raspberry jam on, because the raspberry jam with the really, 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 really good. Oh shit, that's why it's already fully. So that's why it's a sweet flavor with a really good brown sweet flavor. But I think you got raided by wolves at my door because everybody's doing the dab.
Drop your fucking dabs!
Do the dab!
Now, there we go. Jay, thank you very much for the raid. Last Grey Wolf and Wolves at My Door as well. Please, everybody, like, you know, go follow Nick and Vapid and Rob and Ryan and Jay and Austin. Like, you know, please. And Maya. Maya streams. Pardon? I did one.
Yeah. Nick is asking if both of us get along.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, you guys show it. Yeah.
Okay. The oil, this is the thing I don't like about not having like an actual deep fryer. Maintaining oil temperature is like my most hated thing about making fries, so it's dropped down below 300 and we want to keep it around, you know,
That's also why I like bacon.
350. So I'm gonna give these guys a bit of a stir. Just being very careful. Dealing with hot oil is you know, don't like take it lightly. You know, oil fires are a thing. Look at the there's like a smoking point and ignition point of oil and different oils. So like if
I'm not too
what's that? But yeah, I just
don't do this naked. It's a very good
don't cook bacon naked unless you're cooking. This is why Another reason why I think cooking bacon in the oven is superior, because you don't have to worry about the bacon grease splashing on your genitals. But as well, it does give you a more consistent cook. So if you like chewy bacon, you can cook it just long enough that it's chewy all the way through. If you like crispy bacon like me, because the heat is all around it. Whereas if you cook bacon in a pan, right, when you start to cook it, you know how it starts to wrinkle up? Some parts of it like aren't actually touching the pan, whereas other parts are. So that's why you get like half is kind of crispy, half is kind of chewy. Anyways, um, is chat okay? I haven't looked at chat in a while.
I told you it was Dudok and like.
Oh, Dudok.
Yeah. Hi.
Bye. Let me just.
But yeah, no, I like the oven version of bacon because I'm one of those who like the soft bacon. I like the soft bacon.
You can have.
Although I do prefer crispy bacon when it comes to a bacon and burger.
Yeah, like I feel that's very true. I feel if you have a sandwich or a burger with bacon on it, you don't, because if it's chewy, you run the risk of you bite into it and then you like pull the whole strip out. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But like bacon with like bacon for breakfast and stuff, I mean soft chew. Although if you didn't see it, if you didn't see it in the food part in your Discord, I posted my breakfast this morning and I had home fries.
Oh, I will have to look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
And I posted a piece of apple pie.
Space Wheels on Ice is back. I'm sorry for. I love you, man. I love you. Thank you so much. Oh, heck yes.
Ooh.
I love y'all.
Adorable asks, guys, what's the best cheese in your opinion?
Okay, best cheese? My favorite is definitely brie. Just give me 1 second here. I gotta move this shit.
Steve does like vegan too.
Brie, to me, you know, you can do like a nice little baked brie tart, and get some pepper jelly on it, and that's something special. That's, yeah, okay, so I cooked these fries a bit too long at this point. They shouldn't be quite as maybe crispy as they are right now. Again, that's just because the oil temperature in this thing is kind of fluctuating, so I cooked them a bit longer to compensate for the lower temperature, but it'll still be good once we get the double fry part going.
Also, I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to answer it, and then I'm going to let you answer it. Craig Jug asked, ever tried Mexican fried cheese with your poutine? And I'm going to say this, that's the one thing I would never touch when it comes to poutine. I would never ruin the integrity of sweet meat cheese. You can answer.
Wait, ever try Mexican cheese?
No, Mexican frying cheese with your poutine. And I'm going to be like, you know what, I ain't going to touch that. You need the sweet meat.
Yeah, to me, I mean, you can take inspiration from poutine, and instead of maybe using cheese curds, you could use another cheese. You know, I'm not going to say like, oh, everybody has to like cheese curds. I think if you do, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think if you do like cheese curds, like you love them, you appreciate them. But maybe if for whatever reason you don't love them, you know, you can take fries and you know, shredded variations of different cheeses. You can get multiple cheeses going on and go with that. But just what bothers me is when people call it poutine and there's not cheese curds. Poutine, you know, and you can call me a snob or like a poutine purist, but I feel like that's the way the dish has been for, you know, over 50 years now. It's like, it's gravy, french fries, and cheese curds.
The cheese curds, yeah. The great lug is like, or the great jug is like, so craft singles on my poutine. Damn this man. No, I'm just kidding, but don't. Also, I just want to say, hey, Space Melts on Ice, it's me. Yeah, it is me. It's me. There you go.
Maya.
The poutine police is coming, yeah.
Sorry.
I like listening who says if you put craft singles anywhere near poutine, I will straight up kill you.
Yeah, that's something else. That's something else.
Also, I believe the fifth says, can we get a food snob rap battle between Malcolm and Rob?
No, I love Rob because he has very much appreciation for food, and there's like two aspects of food. There's food for survival, and there's food for like
Enjoyment.
enjoyment, and you know Rob enjoys food, and I think that's something like everybody in life can learn to enjoy food, right? It's not just about survival; it's about having a good time. I gotta let
Rob
this.
says, "Hey man, he's right."
Yeah, I gotta let this oil like cool way the f down because the thermometer is just saying high. It can't even measure it now, so I don't know what.
My favorite cheese. That's like a hard ass question.
Mine likes Monterey Jack a whole lot.
Yeah, well, I love Monterey Jack, and I love Havarti.
Havarti's good too. Havarti, get a nice creamy Havarti, and that'll go a
But I
long way
really
on.
like mozzarella too.
Mozzarella's good.
Yeah, and I really like cheese curds too.
Cheese curds, because cheese curds is so there. It's for people wondering. It's like a cheddar cheese curd, right? It's like part of the process of making cheddar cheese. It's like the before you get to the final cheddar
Yeah.
cheese itself.
I don't like cheddar as much though.
I think cheddar as well, like because there's different. It's like a wine, right? You can get cheddar that's
Yeah.
aged different amounts of years with different sharpnesses and so on and so forth. So like, um,
Havarti, I prefer Hermione.
Oh, Ron. Okay, let's see if this is actually gonna.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
One thing, like, I wanted to know is that, when it comes to food making, like, I don't. One of the reasons I think that I like baking more than I like cooking is because I like baking and then, like, I would usually, like, bake every Friday and bring it to work. Because making food for myself, I just don't have the patience and like I don't want to bother making like hours to make good food and then just make it for myself because I enjoy making food for other
Yeah.
people and like for other people to be like, oh my god, this is happy because I served them something nice. I prefer that over making it for myself, which is like if I have guests, we'll make good food, but if I'm gonna make food for myself, it's gonna be noodles. Like it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy
I think
food, you know what I mean?
that's a central problem. Like humans generally have. Like if you go way back in time, like cooking and food, right? The whole hunter gatherer thing. It was very communal thing. Like that's what truly society is founded around, right? When you go Paleolithic era is the time before human settlement. So it's like searching for whatever meat they could get. Roots and berries and different things that they're always moving and stuff. And then the agricultural area or era, which like 10,000 years ago started. That's the beginning of actual human civilization. And it's like people, were learning to actually cultivate crops and domesticate animals and stuff. But that was like the central thing with society was like food and making it. So you make it for not for one person. It's definitely made for everybody. And I still think that's kind of like even in our current lives of living in cities and this and that, it's like we're just not used to making food for one person unless it's like something you get from your freezer. It's like a single serving type of thing. If you make it's like I want to make lasagna, right? Try making lasagna just for one serving. It's not going to happen. You're going to either make it for several people or you're going to make some and then you're going to put the rest in the fridge or the freezer for the next half week. So I don't know. I think I like making food, but sometimes it's hard because there's so much waste. It's like I don't want to eat lasagna for 5 days in a row, but
No, exactly.
yeah. So
and like half the like so for those of you guys who don't know it, like one of my favorite things is when Mike makes me grilled cheeses. And
I'm just gonna say this now, sorry to interrupt, but I was actually thinking if this stream goes well and people are generally okay with it, I might do like a variety of grilled cheese making. I'll do a stream and make a few different grilled cheeses. Because
Twitch snap is in here.
I hope I'm not in trouble. Am I doing something wrong? I'm in Twitch Creative.
Zen Killer is saying, "Oh damn, we're making poutine. I'm so in. It's making me homesick, mate."
Yeah, we're making poutine again. I hope I'm not breaking any Twitch rules. We're just sharing this Canadian delicacy with the world. Okay, now I can actually read the temperature on the oil. It's dropped down below 400 Fahrenheit, but we want to get it around 400 Fahrenheit for the second fry. We're doing the double fry, and as you can see, they look kind of golden brown, but look it's limp. It's limp.
Yeah, it's like we don't want that.
We don't want that, but
it's not being creative. It's just Canadian up.
it's important again. So basically, with the 5 to 6 minutes that we did it at 350 Fahrenheit, that's like kind of cooking it through. So it's cooked in the center, and then now we're gonna raise the temperature to about 400 Fahrenheit, and we're going to do that just for 2 minutes, and that's gonna crisp up the outside. So that's
also,
good.
Shan says, "Don't worry, I'm not here to ban you. I'm just here to drool."
Okay, good. I don't want to tip this over, but the gravy has been going for a little while now. It's a simple gravy actually, and I haven't had it tried it yet, but it's smelling pretty good. So.
But the thing is, it's just like simple and can always be really good. Also, Rob says, "Chad, this is the optimal way to make homemade fries, BT dubs."
Rob, I remember talking with Rob about it on a stream in the past. But yeah, you blanch them, right? Blanching is the process of rinsing them in cold water and then having them in a cold water ice on top bath in the fridge for like several hours to overnight, which is what we're doing with the other batch I showed you earlier. And then you double fry them.
If somebody can do the Celsius conversion, because a lot of people are asking for it. Also, I just want to say, can you do me a favor? Because Shannon is loving your Canadian accent. She says, "Oh, your Canadian accent is so there, man. Can you please do a bubbles for me? I'm a great big hoser."
Oh. Wait. Okay, I gotta break in. I gotta warm up a little bit. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Hello. I'm a great big hoser here. I'm just making some poutine and showing all my friends out there in the internet land and Twitchville how to do it. And so we got the peanut oil going, and then you got the gravy, and it's really freaking good. Sorry, I'm rusty. I haven't done bubbles in a while, but I don't hear the Canadian accent, but I always love it when other people are like, "Hey, you sound Canadian." I'm like, "What?"
Shannon said, "Bang on." There you go. That's for you, Shannon.
I'm Shannon. I'm just happy you have an awareness of bubbles and Trailer Park Boys. It's next to poutine, it's one of Canada's great exports, and it's on Netflix. Netflix is producing or whatever the newer seasons of Trailer Park Boys. So if you've got Netflix and you live in the United States of America,
it's also in Europe. It's on the Norwegian network, Netflix. We have it too.
Yeah. So it starts a bit slow the earlier season or the first season, but if you get 4 or 5 episodes in, it just it gets better and better and better. You get to know the characters. It's a lovely cross section. I don't want to say accurate. It's a subset of Canadian culture, but if you live in a trailer park, that kind of zaniness to some extent does. Yeah. It's certain trailer parks. I don't want to say any trailer park.
Oh my god, Lucinator, he says that face of Trailer Park Boys was filmed 15 minutes from my house.
There you go. Okay, sorry, I gotta actually turn that off for a second. I'm gonna raise the alert to 400 Fahrenheit, and then we're gonna do the double fry.
Yeah.
The second fry.
Can you please do the hoser though? Because that's what so before you do it, I wanna explain why the hoser thing, why I find it so funny, is because this was during the summer because Mike had to change the hose on something in his aquarium, right?
Yes, I have a.
So I was because I'm trying to learn the Canadian slang of things, because I will adapt to it, and I was like, "Oh, what a great big hoser," and then we just went with it for a week, didn't we? We went on everything was hoser.
Oh yeah, great big hoser, eh? I don't know. It's not something there's certain things You know, like with any culture, any stereotype, it's like not quite as common. I've never actually been like, "Oh, Ryan, you're such a hoser, you crazy Canuck, eh?" But like, I mean, I guess I I personally, I like I do say sorry a lot, like, even for things like I shouldn't be sorry about. It's like somebody rams their car, they rear end me, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, uh, there's certain things I guess we do say, and a is also to an extent. But I've also heard like a lot of other cultures, they'll say a at the end of their sentence, and maybe it's not a, it might be a variation, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah, triple A.
triple A, oh yeah.
Triple A. Well, sorry. Also, Nick, he just retweeted because Raffish Rabbit did a really nice drawing. She said, I must paint doodle during michaelalfox's petite stream. Nick, we all need more seduction in our lives. Happy Halloween. And it's a painting of Nick drinking wine and it's Kitty there.
Aww.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Fucking love.
Topside says, what's good, Papa?
Yo! What's going on, Toppy? We're making some poutine. All right, the oil's 380, 381. It's the slow descent to deliciousness and decadence. This is nice. This is good. I'm gonna
It's in the alphabet.
the alphabet, yeah. So far, I don't.
I like that.
It's so. Yeah, it came up on the Thursday stream. I like the variations on mouth, right? We're gonna have mouthwash. So far, we haven't had any major malfunctions in the cooking stream, which is kind of a. Hmm?
You take a mouthie.
Oh, should we take a mouthie?
Yeah.
Let's take a mouthie. Okay, wait. Where's my I've never taken a mouthie before. I'm taking selfies. I've taken selfies. I've never taken a mouthie. I don't know what mouthie is.
Also, for the when somebody says this A in the alphabet, I think about the South Park episode where the dude is doing the Canadian alphabet. It's like A B C D E F B. Like,
I didn't know.
Just like all of the Canadian logos.
I didn't know Canada had its own alphabet. Oh, except for Z.
You
Z.
haven't seen that clip?
No.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh man. You know, this gravy's got a distinct flavor. I think it's going to be interesting to try. It's probably not going to be like my go-to gravy in the future. I'd maybe use it kind of as a base and add.
Necronomicon economist and Red Affix is here too.
Dude, I haven't seen you guys in forever. You're in big trouble. You went out and then you never came back. All right, the oil is good to go, so we're gonna get these guys going again. 2 minutes, and it should fry up again. Remember, we got all these limp fries right now. We want to bacon.
Did they bagel?
Bagel?
Bagel, yay! You know what? Actually, I'm starting to say bagel instead of bagel because
Sorry. Yeah, it's just.
It's funny because it's like I did it the other day. Because like I did it today at the grocery store. It's like, oh, the nice bagels, and I just like I sort of like shocked myself. Like, shit, do I really say bagel now? I say bagels now.
I personally don't hear the difference, but people assure me. Yeah.
Like when you say mouse in a house, that makes me think inside. It's
Mouse in a house. Like,
do it.
mouse in a house.
Yay!
Oh, whoa, good poutine variation with seafood, gravy, and chunks of lobster.
That sounds good.
I would do. I'm sorry if you can hear a lot of the oil boiling. The mic is right here. Can't do much about it, but dance and hope you forgive me. 2 minutes also, so we're like, what, maybe a minute in?
Yeah. There's a moose about this moose. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do the moose.
The moose in the hoose, the moose.
Sorry. That one I can do that.
Alright, again, we've had the gravy on like a nice low simmer. Just really.
Red says you'll ask Mouth about copper pennies.
About copper pennies?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Ask me about them.
You just said, yo, ask Mouth about copper pennies.
I don't know. We don't use pennies in Canada anymore.
No, he says he might be able to justify my love of that place. Copper penny. Just copper penny. Not like as in several copper penny. But copper penny.
That's a place?
Apparently.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Also, Nick says, oh, yeah, the oil really isn't that bad for all the audio.
Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just because it's like, you know, I can hear it coming out here. There's like at the wall here, so maybe it's kind of. They're really getting nice and dark, and.
Oh, Copper Penny is a restaurant from Kingston.
Oh, is it newer though? Because I haven't been downtown Kingston for quite a while, and even as a kid, I guess as a kid there wasn't too much reason to go downtown, at least for like restaurants and bars and stuff because I was a kid, so you know.
Also, Shannon says, yo, dude, you can do bubbles with thick glasses for a cosplay stream and do like a cooking stream in character the entire time.
I almost put on the wig that I used in the P.O. Box video with the mustache, but I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna go, and it's probably gonna get hot in the kitchen, so like having a big mullet wig.
Also, I'm gonna try to say this, but you gotta do it better. Who's here, boys? Gonna head out for some brewskis after the stream too, eh?
I don't know what you just said. Move.
So, Moosinator says, Moose loose, boot the moose there, boys. Gonna head out for some brewskis after the stream too, eh?
Moose loose boot the who's gonna head out for some brewskis there, eh, bud?
Yay!
Going for a rip, are you, bud? Alright, you can. I'll show you these fries in close up in a minute. But again, we're dealing with oil. You know,
I got a question for you.
Okay, but first let me say oil, be very careful with it. Even if you're like, sometimes being a professional, you get too comfortable around stuff. So I don't want to feel like condescending talking to any professionals, but it's just like, just be a safety first, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Safety first. Okay. What's the question?
Okay. So Eve says, can you ask about Ontarians eat American-style bagels or Montreal-style bagels?
Honestly, like, most of the bagels you'll have probably, like, outside of Montreal will just be kind of normal, I guess, Americanized, mainstream, mass-produced. But particularly in Toronto, like, there's a few places I go to. The Bagel House it's like 24-hour bagels, Montreal style. And yeah, so like, if I have a choice, I'll go for Montreal style, but you know, a lot of
I've
times.
never had a Montreal-style bagel. That's the thing you need to get me next time.
We'll do that. We will do that.
Yeah.
I got a question for chat. If you have a bagel.
I gotta say one thing first, though.
Okay.
Yelly says, Mike, you thank Fox for introducing me to the great Keep It Canada cooking show on YouTube with the great Matthew Matheson. I fucking love it.
Matthew Matheson is, like, again, you know, he's a very crass, out there, like, say what he means kind of guy. So if, you know, I just want to put that out there before you go watch his stuff. But he does some really down-to-earth kind of good cooking. He's got, like, a fun attitude. He's covered in tattoos. He's very, like, punk rock kind of guy. And, yeah, he does this one show. I can't remember. It's not like it's his show completely. There's other chefs and stuff that do it. But I think he lives in, like, Parkdale area of Toronto and stuff. And he does, like, cooking in his apartment. Just, you know, he's awesome. So I definitely recommend him if you don't have cable or satellite, you can't watch Food Network. He's it's called Munchies on YouTube, and any episode with Matthew Matheson I think is a must watch. So
yeah. Also, so Madame Banana says Kettleman's in Ottawa has goddamn great Montreal style bagels 24/7, and you should really try one if you're in town.
Well, you know, I do want to go to Montreal. I've had this idea for a while, and I'm slowly trying to work on it and, like, plan, because I plan a lot, sometimes too much, but I'm planning to do, like, a poutine Poutine pilgrimage kind of style series on YouTube where basically I'm gonna start out just like close to home, go to different places in Toronto, get poutine, kind of have some simple rating system, and just be like, this is the favorite poutine I've had in Toronto, or like, how does this compare to other stuff? But then I think eventually I'd actually like to do the pilgrimage, right? It's like go to Montreal, go to other parts of Canada. It'd be cool if I had enough people watching. I could go to different parts of the world and be like, so this is their poutine, how does it compare, kind of thing. I think that'd be really cool, but,
Yeah. Also, I really like this one, this comment. So Seth Gunnar says, "What's up with everyone's from the NLSS having overseas girlfriend? Michaelalfox, directly smile anal pack of troll. It just happened, man." And then Jelly said that the ladies over there are just better. It's true.
When you go to a bar and you go to buy a beer, right? Do you do domestic or do you do import? You always go import. Oh. No, I mean sometimes I do for beer though. Like I like local craft breweries as well because I live in Toronto, so that's not necessarily true. A lot of times I go to places that are specifically craft brew, but there's a place in Toronto called Verst, and they do amazing sausages and the best duck fat fries you will ever have. Oh, anyways, they're a craft brew place, but they have craft beers from all over the world, like France. They have stuff you can get from like this corner in Brooklyn, and then things that you can get in Toronto as well. And it's a really cool experience, and I would like to actually take all of you guys there because they have like, think of like Oktoberfest almost. You go inside, it's just hundreds of string lights on the ceiling. You can look at the website WVRST. And it's just like a low ambient kind of lighting, and then it's just picnic tables. So it's a very communal experience. I want to take you all there. I want to.
But like, no, honestly, like my favorite beer is like the most. Is it
Mill Street Organic?
Mill Street Organic, yeah.
Yeah, that Mill Street Organic is good. Mill Street is a brewery in Toronto. Actually, like they just got bought by. Is it Labatt? I think Labatt or Coors, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully they don't change the beer because they got a lot of different beers and they're really good and brewed in Toronto. And Mill Street Organic is like first certified organic beer in Canada, I think. And it's like a lighter flavor, lighter profile. Like it's really good on a hot summer day with a meal or something. It's not gonna like distract from whatever you're eating. It'd go pretty well with poutine actually. So I like it, but they got some pretty cool stuff. Also, I just got to show. So they're not burnt. It's like a dark brown.
They got the good dark to it.
But look,
the brown, like nice, good on it.
Look, now that I'm waving it, right? You don't got any limpness, no floppy. So they're kind of, warm-ish now. They're not super hot.
Also, like my mom just said this the other day because you say Toronto, right? You don't say Toronto, and it's kind of funny because like my mom she asked me this the other day. She's like, you don't really say Toronto unless you're not from Toronto, do you? And I'm just like, yeah, basically you say Toronto. You don't say Toronto.
I saw somebody on Reddit that like I subscribe to the r/Toronto, Toronto. But somebody did like a post about that's like how Canadian or how much of a Torontonian are you, right? And it's like it's like the evolution of how you pronounce Toronto. It's like you're a visitor, you're from outside of Canada, you'll say like Toronto. You live on the other side of the country, you might not say it quite so hard of a T, and then eventually it's like you live in Toronto for 20 years and it's just like Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. And like I just really like it because like my mom actually noticed it because she says Toronto and I say Toronto and she's just like, oh my god, actually it's not true. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, it's true. Now, just so people know what I'm doing, I'm gonna take the fries. I'm gonna toss them with a bit of salt in this bowl here. I would have used one of my fancy glass bowls, but they're already.
Oh my god! My Canadianism died a little bit inside because Shannon says I went to this Canadian pub in London because I was homesick and it was utter trash. They used shredded mozzarella.
No. Okay, if you're gonna use mozzarella, at least cut it into cubes. Like that's all I ask. It's the closest thing to cheese curds if you don't have cheese curds. But I feel like London, come on, get your shit together. You
Yeah.
are close enough. There's a lot of cheese factories that make cheese curds around here. You can even, I mean, I understand if it's a random pub importing from actually, Quebec on a weekly basis isn't a thing. But yeah, I could go to the grocery store. I could go to Sobeys right now and get a package of cheese curds. So,
Yeah, but it's not gonna be good. Like if I wanted to make homemade poutine, I would go to like the cheese boutique and get like even if it cost me twice as much, like
it's,
I would want to buy like the imported from Quebec type cheese curds. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. There are ways you can make it. You can make cheese curds at home. It's actually like probably the easiest cheese you could make at home.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh wow, Rob is actually he says mozzarella and gravy is disco fries, you heathens.
well, yeah, it is like, in New York, and I think it was in
Yeah.
this in the '70s. Hence disco. It's like they heard word of poutine. After a decade of it going on in Quebec, and like Burger King and McDonald's actually, especially in Quebec, they put poutine on the menu, and I guess they heard word of it. So yeah, that's essentially disco fries. But I've had places that even use just like a shredded orange cheddar for their poutine. I'm like, oh man, like it's still good though. That's the thing that bothers me. It's like crappy pizza, right? You're like, this pizza is like not good on the pizza scale, but it's.
Crappy pizza. That discussion is like, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I'll still eat crappy pizza. I'm like, whatever. Like, it's not like so much. It's not so bad that I don't want to eat it. But then it's like I know I could be having much better pizza. Same with poutine. It's like if you don't use cheese curds, you just like shred whatever cheese. You're still gonna be like, it's not poutine, but it's still delicious. That's the yeah. Also, I'm gonna put the pepper in the gravy before I forget about that.
Yeah. Okay, so again, there's two things I gotta say. I need to go back and look at it. Get Normal reminded you that you haven't shown your magnets. But then secondly, DS illustration says, what's the net price of all the ingredients for this meal?
Hold on. Wait, yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
If you don't have any of the ingredients, obviously it's going to be more like expensive. Like, I only use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, right? So a package of no-name brand cornstarch, which I actually had to buy because I realized I didn't have any. This was $1.88, but again, this is no name. You could probably buy like $10 cornstarch at some fancy place if you really wanted. For the what is it, half pound
Yeah.
stick of butter. This is unsalted. This was wait, where does that say? This was $4.49. This is a slightly better brand. Again, you could get like no name kind of stuff. That's probably closer to $3 or something. This stuff, but this is salted butter. But you can get this like whole thing for probably $3.
Go ahead.
What else? The potato. So I bought 4 russet potatoes because I can use them for other stuff. 4 russet potatoes were $3.30, and the garlic. Again, you only use 2 cloves, but I got a thing.
Canadian dollars.
Yeah, Canadian dollars. So you could probably in the States you're gonna get all this stuff for cheaper. The garlic, I got 3 heads of garlic, 3 bulbs, and that's 79 cents for that, and I only use 2 cloves. So still, you can use that for other stuff. Maybe make some guacamole, get some garlic going on in there. The cheese curds themselves, that's probably the most expensive individual item because it's not like you might, depending on how much you're making, this would probably do 2 people. So that's $7. But again, this is like a pretty good cheese curd. It's from Quebec. What else? The gravy ingredients. Basically, like my whole thing came to $19, but that's like buying stuff that I'm gonna use for other things. So like the Campbell's $1.88 No, sorry. The 2 beef broth were $4.38, and then the 1 chicken broth was $2.19. And that's for the gravy. Again, I'm not going to use this whole gravy, so I'm going to use this for other stuff. So it's kind of hard to, like, I could break it down, but that would take a bit of time. So you're probably looking at, I don't know, somewhere in the realm of like $10 per serving, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you can do it cheaper. Again, you know, you can make the cheese curds at home.
You can use other things than peanut oil, because peanut oil, obviously, it's more expensive than vegetable oil.
Yeah, the peanut oil.
Other oil we use.
But again, you save the peanut oil and you're using it for a long time. I'm going to be saving this and using it for other stuff. So it's like, it's hard to say like how much cost per serving it is to use. But anyways, so, you know,
yeah.
It's like...
So I had to screen. I had to like take pictures of questions sometimes because it's moving too fast because you were talking for too long.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. Like, I'm not being rude. But Madame Banana says, this summer I went to Fish and Chips place in St. John. The tea they gave me, it was the pre-shredded stuff from a bag. I've never been so angry.
Wait, what?
That's awful. Madame Banana says, this summer I went to this fish and chips place in St. John's, so she was ordering poutine, and the poutine they gave me was the pre-shredded stuff from a bag. I've never been so angry. And then the pre-shredded means like the pre-shredded cheese, probably.
Damn, that's harsh.
Like, yeah, and then Cheyenne says, Mel, you would love Skyline chili. It's made with cinnamon and chocolate and served over spaghetti with cheese.
That does sound very good.
You know, I'm an Italian foodie by heart because my mom worked most like Italian and Spanish food places, and if you mess with spaghetti or aka pasta, it's not a thing.
You know, it's about,
well, that's me.
It's like, you know, if you're making something, you need to go in with your mission statement. It's like, I want to make, oopsies, my computer. Like, I want to make the most traditional spaghetti. It's like, okay, go for it. Or you could be like, I want to, let's get wild. Let's do it. Like, as long as you kind of say what your intent is. If you say, like, I'm making spaghetti, and then you, like, you know, you throw sliced up bologna and gummy worms in there, it's like, you're crazy. But if, like, that's what your intent is, then...
Yeah, go ahead. You know, like, go ahead. But, like, I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, I'm for sure gonna eat this. But that's me, you know, a bit snobby. That's just me. I'm a bit snobby, you know. That's how I am.
So, this cheese curd, they get it shipped weekly from Quebec every Thursday, and it's unfortunate, you know, I kind of wanted to do the stream on yesterday, because the squeakiness will only preserve for a day or two max, so it's not quite squeaky. It's still really good cheese curds, but it doesn't quite have that as much of a squeak. Like, there's a bit of a squeak, but you can't...
Yeah. Oh, man, now I want cheese curds. God, Norway, why do you be so dumb and not have cheese curds?
Now, this is... I don't have a variety of dishes, which kind of sucks. Typically, for, like, a poutine, I like to do more of a shallow bowl. I'd prefer not to do it on a plate, but you could do it on a plate if you know,
I like a shallow,
if you really want.
You gotta get the gravy all in there.
Yeah, but, so this is just like a standard IKEA bowl. So the deeper your poutine container, your vessel is, that's when I start to consider layering the cheese curds. Basically, it's like, I don't want it to be cheese curds just on the top, you eat a bunch of fries, and then by the time you're halfway through, there's no cheese. Like, so what I'll actually do with a bowl of this size is start with some, just like one layer of fries on the bottom, cheese curds, bunch more fries, cheese curds, and then gravy. But again, everybody has their preferences. Like, if you look at a lot of kind of old school Quebec poutine, you'll see like that kind of like a pie tray, the little tin pie tray. That's pretty shallow, so you don't need to worry about layering the cheese curds with that, because it's shallow, but it's like still got the sides to keep any gravy and stuff contained in there. So we're just gonna do it by hand.
Yeah, let me ask, Mom. I know you've been in the Netherlands. Have you ever tried friet specialis? That shit is dope.
Tried frites. What?
Friet special, as in like specialty fries.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Like I've had
No,
fries. I love fries with mayo. I've been doing that since I was
no,
in high
fries.
school.
Yeah.
So like I had a lot of that and like kind of burgers and steak and different stuff in the Netherlands. Different sandwiches. Actually, in Amsterdam, I had the best steak I've ever had in my life at Cafe like Luce.
Yeah.
It's like Lutje or some weird spelling. It's what was it, 18 euros, and they just like cook it in butter. It's like a little tenderloin filet mignon kind of thing. So simple. It honestly like it's like that moment was maybe the only thing I could think of that has rivaled just an amazing poutine for me. Like it was so good, and yeah, like 18 euros is not a ton for like a really good steak. So
Yeah. Also, who asked about this? Yeah, Rapid Rabbit asks, later make it soggy, or do you eat it so fast it doesn't have a chance to get soggy?
usually, I mean, like with the poutine, yeah, you're probably gonna eat it pretty quickly. But that's the importance of doing a double fry on your French fries, right? So they get
Yeah.
nice and crispy on the outside. So it takes a lot longer for the fries to get soggy. Personally, I'll eat fries an hour after they've been cooked. Like I don't mind soggy fries, but I wouldn't be like this is a culinary masterpiece when you're eating a French fry that's kind of soggy. So, but yeah, that's why. Like, look at here. Wait, sound test. I don't know if you guys could hear the crunch in the microphone, but these have a good crunch.
Yeah.
Wow. And then they're still, again, you probably can't see, but they're fluffy on the inside. Mmm. Oh boy. Ugh. Just a little salt. I could just eat these fries. Mmm. Fry God.
I was like, that, ladies and gents, is why you double fry.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here's my thing. If you already have oil and you're frying it, like, that's 90% of the work. Doing a second fry, it basically is just saying, wait 10 minutes, like, take the fries out, let them dry off for about 10 minutes, and then you're frying them again.
That bites back, my man.
It's, yeah, it's... Oh, I should have shown, but yeah, basically I've layered it so that there's a good amount of cheese curds underneath this top layer, and there's some fries on the bottom, and then we're just gonna...
You know what all of this runs down to? Like, this means that eventually you're gonna have to make me homemade poutine.
Yes, that's fine, but I'm gonna put you to work. You gotta help with the prep.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'll help you, but like, yeah, man.
So
I want that.
I'm actually gonna squish this down a bit, just because we need to get a lot of cheese curds on top. Like a lot. And I'll show you in a second. You probably can't see too much there, but this is getting all in the nooks and crannies. You can go with it as you want, but if you again look at a traditional poutine, you're gonna see it's basically like a layer of white. Often, the cheese, the traditional cheese. I prefer the much larger cheese curds. Like this stuff, they're cut smaller, but a lot of times you'll see like really big cheese curds. So I mean, this is what I'm talking about, right? You can see a lot of, they're small, but we got good coverage.
Oh my god, not enough cheese. Need more cheese.
I could probably.
Now, Schellenberger, he's layering it. There's a lot of cheese in there. He's just layering it.
You can see I've used most of the pack. Like this isn't enough for 2 of my poutine that I've done here.
Oh my god!
So the gravy's still simmering.
Yeah, bro, he's asking, are you gonna eat that with a fork or do you finger poutine?
Oh man. I do fork. Like, you can finger it, but it's gonna be messy. The gravy's gonna be hot. It is better just because with the fork, you can you want to make sure you get a bit of fry and you get some cheese curd. It just makes it a bit easier. Um,
Oh, fuck.
yeah,
Gravy.
yeah. So yeah, now we need to get the gravy. I just added a little more pepper. I didn't do too much the first time. And let me.
Sometimes, like, when mouth pours the gravy, I can tell already I'm gonna finish up right quick.
I'm gonna use just
You
this.
can finger it, but it's gonna be messy. Oh, no.
I mean, it's true. There's no like PG way of saying it. It will be sloppy. So now I'm just gonna use this kind of shallow little spoon to give me some control.
I gotta eat something because, like, I'm literally, like, my mouth is watering. Like, I am literally drooling by looking at this bowl of poutine. So I gotta eat, like, I'm eating candy to, like, stop the drool. Oh, yeah.
We're just getting
Oh,
started
no,
with the.
you don't qualify for the ADQ. You missed the gravy skip. Damn it.
Again, because this is kind of like
Oh, my God.
a deeper.
Oh, I'm actually, I'm drooling. I'm drooling right now.
It's a deeper.
Oh.
It's a deeper vessel. You want to again. You don't want it to be a soup. But because it's deeper, I need to put some.
Oh, my God. I'm like, no, stop it. It's so good.
I can't stop it. People are here for poutine. It'd be a war crime.
Yep, basically. It's better than that. It's better than that.
So there we go. I think
Oh my God, I can't.
just a little more.
I have so much, like, I am drooling so much. I can't do this.
See, the secret to keeping your woman happy is keeping her belly happy. Although now Maya's gonna hate me because she can't have any of this poutine.
Oh my God, you have to make me poutine next time.
I will. So I'm just gonna
Oh my God.
clean this off on the sides.
I'm drooling, sorry.
And here is your.
Nick says this is the most sexual thing I've ever watched on Twitch. You got it, mate. Oh my God, you're actually gonna eat that thing. I hate you right now. I mean, I love you to death, but, like, I hate you.
And again, I know people looking at it will be like, well, it looks gross.
I like how gross is. I think I felt my dick.
I would love to make you guys all poutine. Come to Toronto, we'll eat poutine. I'll make burgers too next. I'm gonna do a burger making stream. I'm like, this is fun because I like to grind up my own meat, right? Get a nice sirloin or chuck, or you can do a mix. And one thing I really want to do is like find a good.
Like, you better fucking eat that on stream. He's yanking it now.
All right. This is a 3-part docket. Make poutine, eat poutine. But yeah, I would love to learn a good recipe for brioche buns because you can use those too.
Oh my God.
Okay, so again, you want fry, lots of cheese. Don't be shy with the cheese curds, all right?
Yeah, don't be shy with the cheese curds. You know this is one of the things where, like, I'm sad that Grandpa's gone because, like, I think if Grandpa ever tried poutine, he would never look back. Like, he would eat poutine constantly. Oh my God. I just died in your arms tonight. Oh my God, no, don't do it in front of me. Oh my God, no, don't do this. Oh my damn. Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. This is really freaking good.
Rob is like, now describe it, baby.
So the cheese curds, you don't want them to melt completely. That's a common misconception. That's why I took them out of the fridge closer to the application on the fries. Um, but again, they're not they're a day old, so the squeak isn't quite as strong, but nice sweet squeak.
You
Um,
bite fry, the fry bites
the
back
fry
for
bites
you.
back. The fries have a really nice, good, crisp um, bite on the outside. They're nice and tender. Again, not too much salt, so they have just a good, wholesome, flavor. The russet potato is I love it. Again, they make pretty long fries. The gravy itself is actually surprisingly good. I think what I would do next
I
time
can't get over this.
is get some spices and stuff. Rosemary goes very well in a gravy, so that's something I might try to add to give it a little more flavor there. Mmm.
Oh my. Stop. Please.
Can't stop, won't stop. I'm too excited.
Oh my god.
I don't even have like much of a appetite in general. Like I'm just like you know, there's something special about making your own poutine. I don't know what it is. It's a different experience.
It's rewarding. It's rewarding, right?
Yeah, like
I like Nick says this thought we were keeping it PG for Maya's mom. Oh, she's watching the VOD tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
mm, mm. I need a napkin.
No, no, no. This is a man who's achieved something, something real. Yep. It's true though. Food always tastes better when you make it yourself. It's so much more rewarding.
I'm like
Find someone who treats you like Mal treats poutine.
you'll be happy for life. No, I think you know.
Alright, I'm finished. I'm out. I need to delete my cookies now. Yep. I think a lot of people here need a napkin. Yep. I already had a napkin because it's, yep.
This is
We need the hashtag poutine routine.
poutine routine. I think in the future we'll be making some variations on poutine as well.
South Korea, by the way, cheese curds melt.
I mean, they will if the gravy's hot enough, and if you give them enough time. They're definitely warmed up, but they're still, you can see at this point, you know they're getting a little blobby, but they're still solid for the most part. Mm.
I have to like eat this candy and pretend like I have to close my eyes like this is poutine. I'm eating currently. Yeah, this is poutine. It's not chocolate. It's poutine.
Like
Well, Mike, you haven't turned on the off the cooker for me gravy. It's gonna burn. Like it's gonna boil.
no, it's on a low simmer. I'm seeing it. Actually,
No.
I will whisk it. It's just getting that little gravy skin on top. But yeah, let's put it on a low simmer. Because I got more fries blanching in the fridge, so tomorrow I can make more.
Fuck you. You got more?
Well, I'm actually low on cheese curds, so it'll be a smaller thing unless I go get some more. But, this is, and like this is gonna fill you up, right? Like the cheese and the fries and the gravy, it is a very hearty meal. It's very good for wintertime in the cold weather. It's like it's like you eat chili or you eat a poutine. Oh,